And welcome everyone to this new match of the Metroid Prime 2 Mentor Tournament. This is actually going to be one of the last matches of the Swiss phase, and today we will have MColyer against Stachifer. MColyer being mentored by Belokuikuini, and Stachifer being mentored by catHuman. So both will be in voice chat with these runners to give them instruction and help them. And I will be commenting this alongside Rallen, just like earlier today. Hello.
Hey.
And we'll have Drake with us once again, taking notes on the tracker.
Yep.
So while waiting, we have the seat starting, so we'll get in the thick of things. Neither of these runners have won a match yet in this Swiss phase, and one of them is going to break that curse today. So we'll see who it is.
We start off with something glowy. Was that gravity?
That's a
That's
grapple.
Oh, okay.
It has no immediate implications, but what was that hint? Emerald Translator and Mini Station Access. Okay.
Oh. Interesting to know that already. We need some form of explosives to get that. But those shouldn't be too far away.
Usually not. Usually you find bombs or power bombs decently early. That's no guarantee.
On the other hand, since there are two kinds of explosives and we only need one of them, the other kind can be especially deep, and it doesn't really matter for that one which one. So, bombs on Torvus Temple Axis, anyone?
And while our runners take on the Birdlings, of notice there is one runner's agreement for this match being a new patcher. Nothing else, so we will not be seeing any double damage in the fin ammo, but we will be seeing a few changes brought by a new patcher in this one. So about that early grapple, what does that inspire us? Like, we know there's no use for grapple anymore. Maybe that could point at something later on.
Now, depending on what kind of explosives we get for the Emerald Translator, we could potentially be supposed to go through Path of Ice to get into Grand Wind Chamber, or Wind Chamber Gateway rather, and get that item in there with grapple.
Possible. We would need yeah, if we get bombs and super missile, we'd also need light beam for that. That could be a possibility. Anyway, we found an expansion on Albert. But yes, that is definitely a possibility with grapple.
We take that missile expansion, even though it's not our logical missile launcher. We have red key.
Yeah, red key. Yeah, we want those missiles, whether they're logical or not. Though it is important to keep in mind whether you have the logical launcher or not, as this has implications on routing. Hive key. I don't think we'll be picking up that one anytime soon. Reason being, Hive keys are easily the most useless in the game, as just getting Annihilator is basically already enough to completely bypass the gate by using the other path towards the temple where Quad is. So yeah, these you usually don't really care about them. It's a different subject for Aegon and Chiga keys.
Temple assembly side. That's an
E-tank, yeah.
E-tank, okay. I mean, if their runners are comfortable enough with either of the test strategies, then maybe it is worth grabbing.
I'm not sure I would take the time for that right now. I don't think either will. Yeah.
Okay, not really gotten anything logically progressive at all. So, yeah, our transport
That's
dragon has to have something.
it's gonna have something. We could find launcher, bombs, screw attack, space jump, power bombs. All these could be logical to find in there. Also, we got a life support system on the Crest Lake. Worth noting down.
Likely gonna be an E-tank, but could be a light suit.
Always a possibility. Can't ignore it.
And there are
Anyway,
bombs.
that's bombs.
Which,
A pretty classic find.
which allow us to get that Emerald translator already. Get that. So Sang Fortress and Inghive have our last two unknown Inghive. Inghive key.
So these bombs, right now, what they allow us to do is we could get the item in communication area, but I don't think it'd be worth like going back all the way just right now for that. And they allow you to come Mining Plaza. We can already get the Emerald Translator now.
Yep.
Which does make it suspicious the item in Transport A with Temple. We'll see how fast they go back up there for that.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Because we also have already access to early Dark Aegon.
Yep, we can do the jump ground move.
Where you might want to have that E-tank actually, but alas.
I think Stachifer forgot he has bombs. There you go. You don't really care about doing his the slope jump when you just get bomb jump up. Right, so we get our Emerald Translator on the Stachifer's side. Yuju is a bit quiet on his side, but it's there. Yeah, we do the fight here. We're gonna check on Pole Chamber access. A bit surprised. Yeah, you should go in there. Just always grab that at first.
Yeah, that's a relatively quick item, and we don't really have that much yet, so we want to get almost everything that we can get a hold of.
Right.
Yeah, didn't have that logically yet, so yeah, we could go to Bomb Guardian now if we wanted to. Maybe that's what Stachifer is actually going for.
So we have missile and bombs from the get-go. That already opens quite a few options. We could do the Jungle Loop right now. We could go do the Bomb Guardian, and we don't have Space Jump yet, so we cannot enter the labs. But we do also have Hive Chamber B, and once we beat out the Bomb Guardian, we'll have Hive Chamber A in logic as well. Still have the communications area around. So quite a few options here.
So maybe the idea here is at least get Bomb Guardian out of the way.
Sure.
So that you can get Hive Chamber A, and then maybe try to go back for Temple, get whatever's in Transport A access, because that's what the seat is most likely pointing us to right now.
Possibly, though I've seen it be a bait quite a few times.
It could be.
We do already have a raw divergence here. Stachifer did go back for Bomb Guardian, but since MColyer is committing to doing the jump guard right away, they will have to watch out for their life, as they have not gotten any E-tank, and they don't have any suit. So they have to be careful in their time in Dark Aegon.
I mean, Or you might just open the portal here for transport center. Like that's a possibility.
Let's see what
Jump
Garden has for us.
Jump
That's the
Game's
Swiss expansion.
definitely in logic though, so
Yeah, it is. Also does put the Dark Missile Trooper in play. So Stachifer is gonna be checking Aegon Energy Controller. Sadly, we cannot scan the hint inside unless we happen to find the Ember Translator in there. So we might have to double dip later once we find that. Let's see what we find inside. That's something. That's Ember.
yeah. Yeah, well,
that
convenient.
works. Very convenient. Right, that's Vanilla, yeah. Ooh, Dark
That's a
Beam
good
3
thing
rooms away
too.
from Station C.
That should
Is
be the one in
that could
labs.
be Vanilla Darkbeam, no? I think it's the one in labs, yes. That could be Vanilla Darkbeam right there.
Huh.
Actually, I think that's I can only point to 2 places.
Yeah.
Money State,
Stachifer
no,
is checking,
yeah,
and it is, yeah.
yeah.
So
It's a Vent Area A actually is possible as well. It could be Vent Area A, Storage D, or Storage C. That's the 3 possibilities for Darkbeam.
well, 2 of those checks require additional items. I mean, all 3 of those, but one of those checks only requires 1. I need 2 of them. So yeah, we're probably gonna find light beam soon. Likely.
One MColyer
Because
is going
we're finding
to...
space jump, screw attack, and supers.
Yeah.
Or boost and spider. Pick a point.
He has to be careful with mount. Hopefully he does not get pushed by that guy. Chose to not pass by Morph, choosing the safe option. Probably a good idea. Echo just has to be very careful not to take a death here. I didn't see if he took a save. Oh, hello Sunburst. I don't think we're getting that one.
Nah.
Echo has to be careful here. Oh, he can get a golden pickup here. There you go. Stachifer is checking Syncash in the meantime, which is nothing. But 7th Station C is not... Are you
No,
sure?
Stachifer checked. C was the one in labs.
Yeah, there's the one.
Dark Egg and Temple Keys, Dark Torvus Book, Temple Grounds, and I missed the last one.
This is kind of a good question. If there is a safe station A and a safe station C, where is B? Is there even a safe station B? Oh, I'm clearly in trouble there. Fell while trying to do the bomb jump. Got back in the safe zone. That's a bit risky because if he wants to go up there, he needs to do a bomb jump. It's a bit of a trickier one here. Now Stachifer with the Dream Bomb Gun is going for a Dream Golem himself.
Yeah, that's the disadvantage of having gone to Bomb Guardian before here. We have to do this fight, and we don't really have a good equipment for it currently, but missiles do their work.
I guess at safe station C and not having a B1 is... Oh, space jump in storage B.
Well,
Stachifer first getting some good information with that Ember Translator. Yeah, it's probably a remnants of there's a few rooms like that in Echoes that are named really like Pole Access A. There isn't a B, because I believe, I think it was like in a demo disc, a transport center used to be called Pole Access B, I think. There's a few like weird things about the naming of rooms in the GameCube version. Right. MColyer was picking up a jump garden from afar. And we're gonna have the kill here. Let's see what we get from jump garden. Light beam. Okay, good.
Yeah, we
Really
were
good.
kind of expecting that to turn up soon.
I mean, that's actually really good for MColyer because if after going back, he checks on Bomb Guardian, gonna find the Embers, gonna find a hint about Dark Beam, and he could immediately go and check Vent Area A in the lab. It's most likely gonna be either in Vent Area A or Storage D, I would assume. But still wants to try and get that bomb jump. Yeah, the problem here is you want it to be a bit like diagonal, like you wanna lay the second bomb a bit ahead and roll back to get hit by the first bomb. So the mistake there is what he tried to do here, but I don't know if they should commit to trying this because they're just losing time. So they must just So the difficulty here is that's dangerous. That is not good. Please get a golden drop. Oh no.
Oh, and then
Unfortunately, I think MColyer panicked there.
Yeah.
Did he save in Dark Aegon?
Apparently.
Yeah, he did. Okay. So he does get the save at least. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, MColyer panicked. He would have survived if he had picked up the golden pickups there. So it's not a huge loss of time because thankfully it took that save. But yeah,
But
not helping him
that's
there.
still another jump guardian kill that you need to do.
Yeah, he
Plus
does
you
have to
need that
cleave again.
light beam back.
But that light beam, he can't not do it. But yeah, unfortunately, there's difficulties with the bomb jump, and that's gonna be setting him for the back. Stachifer going for the golden pickup there. Both of them in the same room now. Yeah, I'm thinking if MColyer doesn't manage the bomb jump, they should just bail out on doing that.
Yep.
Like the broom collider is not like it is actually not logical in beginner logic to get that. That bomb jump is actually intermediate. So what it's not great to be leaving the broom cloth behind. It's not critical right now that we get that. And yes, indeed, the Dark Beam could be in storage C. That is a possibility. Stachifer gonna attempt that bomb jump as well. Also does not quite get it.
So for Dark Beam and Storage C, we would need to find Boost and Spider.
We would need supers in any case, and we would need to find either. Well, no, we know Space Jump is behind Dark Beam, so yeah, we would need also Boost and Spider. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, so both are having issues here, huh? As not a trivial bomb jump. It requires a little bit of practice.
And like the worst part is it's just like you wanted to do it just outside the safe zone.
Yeah. I think Stachifer in this case just couldn't get the unmorph. It was probably too close to the wall. MColyer got his light beam in the meantime. And Stachifer also struggled with that bomb jump. You want the camera facing forward there because you actually want, in that bomb jump when you unmorph, you want the animation to actually carry you a bit further up and forward. So you need the camera aligned here. So MColyer is not gonna waste time this time. Try to get this trick again, just gonna head back. Take it safe.
Probably reasonable, yeah.
That's a reasonable idea here. Like, it is not very easy. Like without space jump, it's not very easy to go back. And I don't think it's beginner either. Actually, it's beginner. I think the way back, but it's still a bit tricky with no extra life.
I mean, jump off the blade pod on the way back is definitely way easier.
Yeah, I do believe it's beginner. I think it's intermediate on when you come from the pole, but it's beginner the other way around.
Yeah.
But still, when you have not a single E-tank, and it can be quite stressful, and it's pretty easy to like mess up once or twice, panic, and just take a death, and you kind of don't want that.
Yeah. And it doesn't really help that the only tank we've seen was on TAS, which we didn't have the means to access easily when we were there. And when we had, then we were so far away, it wasn't worth going there just for the E.
Definitely not. Like early Dark Aegon like that, with no spaceship and no E-tanks, it's something like you want to practice, to get comfortable with. Right. Stachifer find his light beam now. Let's see if he tries to get the bomb jump again or just bails out.
Looks like we are bailing.
So apparently we have Seekers in Mine Plaza.
Ooh. Oh.
That would be interesting.
Oh. That?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Seems like Stachifer is also avoiding the difficult path NSJ. And just like MColyer is gonna go back this way to leave.
Transport center, dark ammo.
Yep, nothing special here. So now what we hope is that MColyer goes to the Bomb Guardian now.
Yep. And that's probably what's gonna happen.
I'll be surprised if it
around.
wasn't. Like, you don't want to go back to Temple Grounds without having killed Bomb Guardian, because that logically gets you the spawn of the Dark Missile Trooper on Hive Chamber A. You can have something, so we really don't want to leave without the Bomb Guardian here. I think it was a match, not I think maybe last week, where suddenly a runner kind of got punished pretty hard by leaving before killing the Bomb Guardian, because it turned out that Space Jump, I believe, was on Hive Chamber A, so it's quite dangerous to not do it.
So yeah,
What's in the way? There makes the cross, and indeed is going to the Bomb Guardian.
we hit the missile.
So what's interesting now, what Stachifer's gonna do? If I were him right now, I might take a save there, and just head to the labs from the back. That is what I would do, I think.
Yeah.
And I hope that I find Dark Beam on Vent Area A or Storage D, which I think is quite likely. But it is a dangerous check D, because if it's not in Storage D, we would get locked up in there.
I mean, you can go for vent area either way. That's the one you can return from.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you are already going there and then not going to Storage D, then you're really going doing a lot of back and forth there. So like, you probably should have saved beforehand if you want to attempt this. That, or you are just going, well, the hint is pointing me that way. Like, it's not going to be in Storage C.
It's possible, but unlikely.
There.
We really want to find a Dark Beam. I think it would be worth us trying the dangerous check now. Just make sure to take it safe before.
I mean, given the knowledge that we know Space Jump is behind Dark Beam, that makes Dark Beam and Storage C so much more unlikely given our current loadout.
Yeah, it removes the possibility of using Scrut Die to get up there, basically. Yeah. So Stachifer is now headed this way. I didn't see if he took a save.
Don't think so.
A bit risky. I would have still taken a save. Like, the chance of Dark Beam on Storage C is low. But Actually, when I think about it,
Oh, that's a dark beam.
no, it's yeah, no, it has to be W. Actually, when I think about it, I don't think it can logically be on storage C. Anyway, it couldn't be on storage C. The only way that actually could be possible would actually steal his screw attack to logically get past the Dark Summon's route. Oh no, it could be, but it would have required screw attack as well to actually open that crystal, and go across, because you couldn't enter logically from the front because Space Jump is locked by Dark Beam. So yeah, we would have needed screw attack boost and spatter.
No, absolutely correct.
Anyway, this doesn't really matter anymore. We found the Dark Beam in front area A, and understandably so, Stachifer is now gonna go get his Space Jump. We already know where it is. Search B on the other side of the base.
That seems to be light ammo, so we don't worry about that.
Yep, I believe you're correct. Meanwhile, MColyer found his Ember, got the hints. So knows there's Dark Beam there, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him headed directly there now.
Yeah.
Looks like it. So MColyer not far behind Stachifer at all. So
now,
maybe 2 minutes.
Crucially here though, McCollier does not guarantee know about the space jump boots. So there is a chance, although I don't think that is actually gonna happen. McCollier isn't going to grab that almost immediately.
I think it's likely. Like, you found Dark Beam there, you have labs right next doors.
Yeah.
I feel like you just want to go to the labs. Labs with bombs and Dark Beam is quite an attractive option. We even have Light Beam, so we can actually, well, we will need Space Jump to be sure, but but it looks like it could actually turn back.
Yeah.
But he might stumble onto that hint about the Space Jump and turn back there again.
Yeah, but unfortunately that means that you now have to go back this way again.
Yeah, that's a time lost there. That's where Stachifer finding the Ember earlier plays up.
Yep.
Now, I don't remember which hint told about the Space Jump. Let me check that.
I want to say that was MSA. Could be also
That was
Mining
in Port
Plaza.
Terminal, I believe. Not Mining Station B. We haven't been there yet.
Oh, that's a Cobalt.
Ooh.
Or my color perception is just completely gone today, but that's definitely some kind of HUD system in Mineshaft.
Right, so Stachifer is continuing through the labs. That is a Cobalt translator, you're correct. So that's all our translators already.
I mean, means that we can at least grab all the hints we come across.
Yep, which is always good. More info is power. Yeah, annoyingly, the hint about the Space Jump is in Port Terminal, so I'm not sure MColyer would actually go back to the Port Terminal to check the hints. I would hope so for them, but it's a bit out of the way.
Oh, that's so annoying. Like, you have already done Bomb Guardian by this, or Jump Guardian by this point, so like, you don't really have that much reason to go back there, too.
Yeah,
so you might be tempted to try and follow the Emerald maybe into Transport A access.
Yeah, I might be tempted to go to Temple Grounds now, which is a reasonable assumption based on what they know. So if they don't check Port Terminal, they're gonna be missing a Space Jump for a while, and that will hurt. Like, it could compound the pain if it turns out there's something on the top of the ship in GFMC. Because we need Space Jump for that one.
Yep. Well,
please go check the hint.
I mean, to be fair, we couldn't even.
I think he's going for the hint.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have no reason to go. Okay.
I mean, we could not even enter GFMC currently with like McCollier's loadout.
That's fair. That is fair. But maybe later. Who knows? But seems like MColyer is gonna get bailed out here. He's going for the hints. So he's gonna steal that Space Jump and it's gonna go right back. Fortunately, it's a bit of time lost on Stachifer, who's been raiding the labs in the meantime, but hasn't really found anything yet.
I mean, also bringing up a good point. Like, we do have Dark Beam now, so in cache 4 is an option.
Yep, there we go.
There's space jump boots and
Just be careful, but he's alive.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. Do use Dark Beam here. Dark Beam really just 2 shots kills those pirates. Oh yeah. It did go to Jump Garden before Bomb Garden, so now has to do that fight. Those pirates can hurt, but we have Light Beam, so
yeah,
quickly fixed. Stachifer looked at the Central Mining Station, but I could not tell.
I wasn't looking.
Yeah, no, that could have been an in-cache for play, but we'll never know, because once they saw that hint, whatever Heidi they had was kind of overridden, I think.
Yeah. You want that space jump.
You do. And Stachifer is now going, after cleaning the old labs that didn't have anything, we'll be checking Doomed entry. And we get an E-tank up there. Good, we'll take that for sure.
We like those. Or not, I guess?
I guess later.
Yeah,
Why not?
and you probably want to go into Battleground next, so you can pick it up when you go there.
Yeah, we have 3 checks to check here. We have in cache 1 right here. We'll have, well, Doomed entry we now know is an E-tank, and there will be Battleground to check. Oh, that's Annihilator.
Oh.
Okay. I'm not sure what this suggests. I don't think this suggests anything to us right now. Because we already have both beams, so this is not giving us any extra ability with portals. And we don't really have access to anywhere with an Annihilator door yet. We also don't have Echo, but... Well, we have it.
We do have that grapple, so
I still don't think the grapple suggests anything.
Not yet, but that like face on the ground.
Actually,
is,
we have Ember, we have Spacian, we have Light Beam. We have logical access to Taurus. Path of Roots could be something.
Or that. Yeah, there's...
Stachifer has to be careful with his life. He's not getting the slow jump. He has to kill one of those blade pods.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a golden... killing the birdlings. Probably should get that gold pickup. That's scary. That was scary. We're fine. We're fine. And there you go. Stachifer gets the sub jump, gets across, and gets that E-tank. No Stachifer, don't leave yet. There's Battleground to check. There we go. You know, MColyer is throwing Dark Summers. Did Stachifer kill Dark Summers? If he did, I was not paying attention.
No.
That's nothing about Battleground.
Well.
Right.
Actually,
I don't know if he did. I didn't see it.
Don't you kinda have to get to the space jump?
No, you don't. You don't have to enter the area where the trigger is. You can just...
Right. You can just leave. No.
I think as long as you don't walk where the trigger locks the door, you... Actually, no, it doesn't even lock the door because
it doesn't lock that Dark door.
Yeah, you can just leave.
I was just thinking, you have to go into the room, but yeah, you actually don't have to do the fight if you enter the room.
Yeah, so might not have done it.
No, I don't remember Stachifer doing it. Oh, we don't want to stand too close to that face on tank there.
Yeah, that's a troll. If you unmorph, like the game when you unmorph near a door tends to make your camera face the door. And here it's positioned in such a way that when you unmorph, and you want to shoot a light beam to open a portal, but instead it makes you face the door and there's the phase canister right away. And those things do a lot of damage. You can have embarrassing deaths as to that. Anyway, Stachifer is actually doing Dark Summers now, so that does answer the question that indeed he had not done it. But with that Annihilator, that's a quick fight.
Yeah.
So, let's make a summary of what's logical left right now. I believe it's mostly Temple Grounds and stuff in Taurus now. I believe we have Hive Chamber A and B. We have Communications Area. Do not have a logical way to go to GFMT yet. So outside of those 3 checks in Temple Grounds, the rest is Taurus. So I think the play at this point is you lead to Temple Grounds, you do your Hive Chamber A and B, and maybe Communications Area if you feel like it. But you just go to
probably
Taurus now.
check TTA because you're there.
Oh yeah, correct. We will want to check TTA as well.
But yeah, like there's not really too much options.
No, it's pretty linear here. So you have a few checks in Temple Grounds and then it's Taurus. We do have Emerald, so we also get the hint. We have that grapple, which can point to Battle Vice. I wouldn't be surprised to see something there. So yeah.
Actually, do we have Taurus?
For sure we do, yes.
Do we have a suit or do we have super?
Oh no, you're correct. No, I'm wrong. I am wrong. Taurus is not logical. We need suit or super. So I wouldn't be surprised if we find one of these two in Temple Grounds right now. Why wouldn't SpeedGaming be in logic right now? Pretty sure it's fully logical. And Dark Beam was vent area A, and Space Jump was in storage B. I don't really see anything that would.
No, I get it.
For
because we
escaping
need to
the
get
labs.
out of labs, safe warps are not considered by logic, and since we could not open the front gate, we cannot just leave out with space jump.
That is correct. I did not. I didn't think about that at all. That completely escaped my mind.
So we would either need to find a super.
In that case, I'm willing to bet we're going to find our supers in Temple Grounds. I feel that's the most likely thing that happens. And have chamber A or B.
Oh, it's not TTA.
Paragon is also possible to escape. Anyway, that is indeed not TTA, it's a specific expansion. I have said that I'm not Translator. So often makes you think, oh, transport A, and then there's nothing there.
Yeah.
MColyer still doesn't have a single lead tank. Has to be careful with those fights.
Yeah, and especially with the layer where the Metroids are already spawned to you.
Yeah, we get attacked by the Metroids on top. And the Metroids can latch onto you during the cutscene there. So that is dangerous.
And that's exactly what happens.
He needs to not get grabbed again, or that's it. Thankfully, Dog Beam does a good job with the Metroids. Okay, we're safe.
Whew.
It's really annoying when you have that Metroid layer at the same time. Oh, there was still one. He's dead.
Now it's dead.
When you get both layers at the same time, you pretty much always get the Metroid to latch onto you during the cutscene. It's really annoying.
Yep.
Right. Cool is safe, but we're getting a bit of static on the audio, I think.
So, Room Closet's also not in logic yet, because that logically requires space jump, right?
Yep, no, Room Closet is not in logic. Incash 4 is, though.
Yeah, that one's really accessible.
So yeah, right now it'll be Incash 4, Comms Area, and Hive Chamber A and B are the logical checks.
Oh.
That's not Comms Area.
Okay, that's one down.
Still gonna check the in-really query hand, though.
Might as well. Could not hurt to know if there's something potentially here. Movement system.
Okay, that's spicy. So that's either grab or screw attack.
Yeah, we do have grapples, so that one's out.
And
So,
the worst part, actually no, it can't be screw attack. It cannot. If it is Seekers, if that is Seekers in Manning Plaza, it cannot be screw attack here. So that would be Grav.
oh yeah, oh man,
Screw attack is required for Manning Plaza.
this is a seed.
Yeah, that could be Grav in there. I think most likely, if we are correct about that assumption about Seekers in Manning Plaza, that has to be Grav. So Stachifer, that's good info definitely, we'll take it. But Stachifer will now head to a hive chamber A and B. And what are the odds that we find a Supers or a Spider in there?
We're probably gonna find Spider.
I'm sure you're correct, yeah, because Supers it will also need a suit. I mean, it is possible that we have suit and Supers in there. Who knows?
Oh, it's definitely possible. The seed already has said some interesting things. So.
Yeah, that seed already it kind of smells a bit, right? It's not really good sign for the rest. MColyer is going through the base now.
Do have a safe warp out overlaps here. To probably check what Stachifer did just a bit earlier. That's a power bomb expansion. We take it.
Oh.
Like nothing logical, but it does help. We now have access to GFMC compound if we do so desire.
Well, now we have a chamber B, so that chamber B has to be something. It cannot not be something.
Well, Incash 4?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it's either of these or Incash 4 then.
Yeah. We're getting down there.
Yeah. So are we gonna last location or are we gonna find something here? And
that's screw attack.
Screw attack. Okay, that's a big one. That does open only one thing. GFMC.
Yeah, but that's 2 more items right then and there. And we do now have a power bomb expansion, so we can shake one chamber and one chamber gateway if we want.
Yep.
And
that chamber on the way as well.
It also confirms that there's indeed gravity in Ink Reliquary.
Oh yes, in Cache 2, that's true. With that Annihilator, we could have something in Cache 2. Oh, what is this?
That is correct.
I don't like this.
Still, our base jump is not logical yet, right?
And not with screw attack on its own. That's still not enough.
So yeah, it has to be English 4.
Oh yeah, Baha is right. So if Space Jump is not logical, and GFMC is still not logical.
Yep.
Because without Space Jump you cannot break the gates, because we're below the axis 0. And I don't think it can be used for Incash 2 either. So yeah, it has to be Incash 4.
No.
That's correct. It's Spider-Boy in Incash 4 definitely could be something.
Could it be something else at this point?
Meanwhile, we have another high five. Both were in a Temple Assembly side there, but Stachifer is going for the GFMC play either way.
No. I don't think we have... I mean, it could be main power bombs, I guess.
I mean, I think that's a good play to do either way, even if we know it's not logical. You might as well get it out of the way.
No, I mean, you can do it, and like it might just be power bombs on Incash 4. Like everything screams Spider, but
yeah, power bomb would put this in logic.
Yeah, we have now Collier going back for Hive Chambers. What do we have in the crate? That's
Supers.
supers?
Right, so yeah, I'm gonna guess in Cache 4 has Spider.
Yeah.
And once you get a space jump at Screw Attack, you're meant to come here, find those supers, and go to Taurus. Top of ship, don't forget the top of ship.
But
Gonna need a power bomb.
no, we need space. No, we need space jump for that. So, no, it has to be Spider, like in
There's no,
MK4.
it
Like,
couldn't be anything else. We know supers is not yet, so yeah, Spider in Cache 4.
yeah, I was thinking about maybe a suit and Warriors Walk, but no, we need space jump to access there from the front. So
Yeah, there's no other possibilities. Spider in Cache 4. They want to pick that up at some point. We got a Dark Taurus key on top of the ship. Why not? Oh, it does, yeah, because you get space jump, but with specialist crew attack you can enter GFMC. Okay, Tumos is dead. And from MColler's side, we saw that there's a key on default shrine.
interesting. I mean, we
Stachifer...
pretty much just need Dark Visor at this point to get that.
Yep. I missed the hint. Stachifer probably scanned the hint, right?
That was, I think, Tumos and that is dead.
Oh, yeah. I'm stupid. I literally just read that. Right. Is Stachifer probably gonna attempt the peak here? As MColyer is going down, just did that Chamber A, he's gonna find his screw attack as well. We'll see if they decide to go to Encash 4 as the last logical check, or if they decide to go GFMC like Stachifer did. What Stachifer is doing here is, when you look all the way up and jump into the ceiling, you can actually see through the ceiling for like a frame or two, and you can actually tell the item up there.
I mean, in McCollier's position, you are about to get screw attack, and like you have not been to the area, you cannot full clear it, and it feels unlikely that there's not gonna be anything over there. So you will probably want to go over there once at least at some point, and now is a good opportunity. So
yeah, Stachifer just did the P. That was a missile expansion in there.
Okay, yeah, no
so
need to
FTA
return.
is dead. Stachifer could still do the Twin Chamber here if he wants to. Doesn't seem like it though.
Seem to want to.
But it's all logical. It's not a big deal.
And we do have supers now, so we can access that from Path of Ice.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if he decides to go to Taurus now,
yeah,
it might just check that from the other side.
But that means at least Gateway is logical. So
yeah, Gateway is logical now. I'm mostly
requires...
curious though if they made a deduction that Encash 4 has to have Spider, and if they're gonna pick that up or not. Bit out of the way to go get. So
That's
we know logically
getting a Phasm grounds check, which is it's an interesting proposition because you know that gravity is a reliquary, so you might be able to check that when you go for that at some point, but that also means you are waiting until you get Light Suit and Dark Visor, and who knows where they are.
Yeah. I also wonder, is that logic yet or not?
I think all those Dark Vortex require logically a suit. So...
That's just a neat tank.
Which, I mean we take it.
Yeah,
nice refill.
It does make it does give you a nice refill for the way back, I guess.
Yeah. Probably would not want to run into the canister though. And yeah, we do have McColyer also on the way to GFMC, so we'll get the supers, we'll get the Torvis key.
And I just confirm it is actually not logical without the suit in beginner in our beginner preset. You need to have the setting for suitless either on, which is not on the preset, so it does logically require a suit. We might as well pick it up now. Meanwhile, MColyer just picked up the supers. The Stachifer going back up there now. Did he have to solve this? Seems like it. Oh, no, wait, no, it's... Which way is he going? I got lost. Oh, he was going towards Aegon, but turned back? I'm not sure what he's doing right now. Maybe they're thinking like how they want to pass this. Okay, no, they're going to Thomas. Yeah, the choice here is, do you get what is most certainly a spiderable in cache 4, or do you just go on?
I mean, it depends on how sure you are that there has to be something in cache 4. If you were able to deduce that it had to be spiderball logically.
Yeah.
Which isn't the easiest. Of course, our mentors probably have the experience necessary to do that. But
That's actually a thing, is like, because if we did go back to Aegon, it would take time, but we would find a probable spider in cache 4. We could check War's work, and we could check in cache 2, which we can access now. But there would be only a few checks, and it would cost a lot of time. While on the other end, you can go to Torvus. You have a lot of hints there. Not having spider there is not a huge crime. You'd only miss like Torvus Plaza and basically a few checks like the Barbum Guardian. Well, it's not a crime to go there without the spider.
That's probably a big point. So even if you are aware or pretty confident that there is spider on Incash 4, you don't necessarily need it immediately. Training Chamber Visor.
Stark or Echo? I could see Echo being there.
Could be the case. It's more probable to be Dark Visor maybe in the seat.
I think it could be either, honestly. Especially as we have Annihilator already, so Echo would unlock a bunch of stuff as well. And especially, we know that logically, we need an Echo Visor for what we think are Seekers in Plaza.
True.
Oh yeah, so the Aegon keys, we don't have a single one yet.
Pretty sure we got the hint earlier though.
We did get the hint, yes, which apparently said Dark Torvusborg and Temple Grounds?
Which...
Oh, and Torvusborg, yeah. Dark Torvus, and Temple Grounds was
that
the
says
location that we keys.
Temple Grounds, then like it has to be Hall of Undead at this point?
I think so.
But that couldn't be because that would need Seekers to get out.
Correct.
So...
What? Have we seen what was on Wind Chamber? I think so. I think it was just missiles, or...
Stachifer should have at least looked at it. I couldn't quite catch it.
No, actually, logically, it couldn't be that either. It also requires Seekers.
Yeah, true.
So, either it's actually wrong, the hint didn't say Temple Grounds, either it's not a Seekers on Mine Plaza.
Could it have been a red key on FDA? Or are we
No,
confident that
it
this
really
is?
was not. That really
Okay.
was in this expansion. I'm pretty
So
sure of
yeah,
that.
huh. So mining plaza probably not seekers then.
Yeah, that or we didn't read the hint correctly. It's one of the two. Vic is gonna check on the hint. Hint is correct, so there is no way that Seekers on main plaza, right? That couldn't be the case.
Or seekers would not be needed, but since we need the seekers to access Sky Temple Gateway, that cannot be the case, so therefore, by deduction, seekers cannot be in Mining Plaza in the seed.
Yeah, it's not possible. The Seekers are recoiled for the last two remaining checks.
Delta Toast, the logic here is seekers are required to enter Sky Temple Gateway so that we can get into Sky Temple later. So the seekers have to be accessible at some point. They cannot lock themselves. And if a key is or a key for worms is behind seekers, then worms cannot lock seekers because we need the worm keys to access the seekers in that case.
Yeah, the
Which
problem
wouldn't
that
be possible.
the last two remaining check in Temple Grounds that we don't all both require Seekers.
Yeah.
So they couldn't lock the Seekers in main plaza.
So, like, in a general sense, yes, seekers can be in Mining Plaza. In this specific seat, with the information we have, they cannot
Yeah.
be.
Let's suit an Aegon. Oh, we haven't found that one yet. What are we left in Aegon? Storage C, I think. That's kind of all. Oh, and Money Station B area. Not forgetting this one.
Yeah, MSB, Storage C. Storage C, given where our supers are, is
It's logical right now.
probably the case.
Can actually
Feel
go to
like,
Storage C. I've also seen a suit in Storage C a few times in this tournament.
yeah, like it feels like that SU should have come up at some point soon. So either there's one here in Torpus accessible, or Storage C is probably our supposed dark suit.
Right. Well, both of our runners are now in Tolvis, I mean. It remains close. So none of them chose to return to Aegon. I do think that's the right play, even if you guessed Spider was an Incash 4, I think Tolvis is a better bet right now. You could always go back later.
I mean, ideally you just find secrets here, so that you can potentially just take the portal back to Aegon from Taurus.
Yep. Finding the secrets here would be very nice to quickly dip in for the Spider.
Yep. And then you can also go for the suit, because you then also can check MSB if that were to be the case.
That would be the ideal scenario, is finding seekers here. So we can do a few things in Taurus. We don't have boost, and we don't have grass, so a few things will not be available. But still quite a few things we can get.
Yeah, I mean, we know where Graph is, and we know there's a visor and training chamber, which
let's get the key in the Taurus Temple.
We take it.
And Stachifer gonna super. If you fire a super missile as soon as those two guys appear, they're close enough that the splash damage from the super is gonna blow both of them at the same time. Makes for a quick fight.
Yep.
MColyer is like literally like 2 minutes behind us, so like this remains a close match.
Absolutely.
Pick up Sky Temple Key 5 in Taurus Temple. That's our first Sky Temple key actually that we see. And we're gonna check on Taurus Energy Control, and now we get a hint and an item. Alright,
Another
tank.
E. We'll take it, especially if we don't have any suits yet.
Uh-huh. And Chica's got an E-tank. Chica is
Well,
getting the E.
that's an E-tank we probably not go out of our way to get. That seems a little bit far
I
away.
don't think we need it. I think we're good. Let's see what Temple Access has in here.
Oh.
I think usually you want to do this fight here first because else you have to go back up. Especially if we're probably gonna check it now though. Just activate the elevator. Don't take it. Go check some Temple Access. Yep.
Or are we?
A lot of station.
I mean, you could just go down and check it from below.
Oh, he doesn't have enough missiles though. He's gonna notice he doesn't have enough missiles. Oh, that's a tricky key. Yeah, he only has 3 missiles, so he's not gonna be able to shoot that door. Probably realized that, or was told by his mentor. I probably should have picked up a few missiles up in the temple before going down.
Yep.
But I can't say much. I did the same thing on my last match.
It easily happens. Like actual ammo management, especially if you don't have unlimited of any kind, can be a bit tricky.
Oops.
We still only have...
Okay, only now you realize he doesn't have enough. Oops.
Like it's so easy to forget that you don't have any missiles if you don't really need to use them very much, and then you suddenly need 30 of them.
But now that Granchler's in this room will be annoying.
We got a priority 10 drop.
Yep.
So...
I'm guessing Stachifer gonna use the opportunity to let's go check Forgotten Bridge and Abandoned Walkside instead.
Yep.
You don't want to leave a room while you're scanning, else it's not scannable anymore. Use a grapple here. There's another red key here. I think that one might be an Aegon key.
One good use of grapple.
Why is Stachifer not picking it up? Maybe he thinks he'll get it on the way back.
Yeah, maybe that. I would have probably picked up just so that I don't forget, but another E.
I don't think we've got in the hand that worms were dead, right?
I don't think so.
So we do want that key. Bit curious why you didn't take it.
Like, as you mentioned, maybe intending it for the way back.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he still has to leave this way anyway. So MColyer had enough missiles, so he's gonna check underground tunnel now. While Stachifer is committing to checking a bit of upper Dark Torvus, though there isn't that much we can get here.
Another red key, man. Torvus is the area of keys today.
Key. What's the other key then? Is it an Hive key?
Maybe.
No, it's not. There's no Hive keys in Torvus. Has to be another Chica key then. Oh, Metroid Burn ATS.
That might be boost, might be like.
We logically cannot get there yet. That's what I can say. Logically, we would need a Spider, a Dark Visor plus Seekers, or Echo Visor right now.
Seekers could be. I mean, we supposedly know where Spider is.
That is true. And that could come in play now. But in that case, it wouldn't be too bad. Basically, you would go back to Aegon, pick up what probably is Spider in Cache 4, and just go do Spider Treasure.
Yeah.
And go to ATS from there. What do we have in Mid Vista? Nothing.
Vessel.
I completely missed the hint in Underground Tunnel, but oh, that's the ATS hint. I don't know why I keep reading them and thinking I forgot about them. I have the memory of a goldfish today. Right, doesn't seem there was anything in that area.
Are we?
Oh, I think Stachifer is gonna attend the Seeker this year.
Yeah, apparently. Maybe.
Has to be. Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't be. What they would be lining up here if not for the Seekerless. It's not a very hard one, so let's see if Stachifer matches it. Because the advantage with this one is that all the purple dots are very close to each other. So with a single squad attack, you can blow all of them up. But it is a pretty cramped space, so you have to be fast on your inputs. MColyer is checking the underworld temple now. Definitely a difference of routing.
I mean, we know there's a visor and training chamber. Now, it would be annoying to get to currently, as we don't have seekers. We probably need to do an air underwater and then seekerless. That's a ball.
Oh, that boost. That's
That is indeed boost.
very good. Actually, a very nice place to run boost on. So. Oh, Stachifer very close there. Just needs to trigger his squad attack faster. Probably lost the lineup though.
I actually might want to shoot the light beam at the safe zone so that it stays up longer if you want to go for that.
Yeah, I guess they're bailing out on this, costing too much time. Ultimately, he was pretty close to it though. Kudos for trying. I don't think they checked what Old Chamber had though. Did they?
I don't quite remember. I don't think so, at least.
I mean, you can't count on memory. I have goldfish memory.
Oh. No, my memory isn't better than yours.
Oh, that's Seekers. That's Seekers and when it was.
Oh, yeah.
So it definitely was not in my plaza. Hello, Seekers.
That's helpful.
You can just use the grapple point from there.
That also now puts the visor just cleanly into logic, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah, we could get our hands right now. We have enough ease that we could do it even without a suit. So it could be a play here. Tasha just has to be careful to not take a death. So MColyer has found his boost by going down there. And we now know that Seekers are here. Very nice fight.
And I mean, that boost really now routes nicely for MColyer now, going back to Madvistra, open the gate, and then go into Upper Dark Taurus.
Very much so, yes. That allows in the you could check Plaza access as well on the way.
Yep.
And just go straight also to Upper Dark Taurus and also find that Seeker.
We only 3 tanks on McCoy's side though, so you might not actually want to risk Boost Guardian.
3 tanks is enough, but you have to be fast with your movement. Though it does have the boost. But either way, you do have to be fast to get all the hits with 3 tanks. But it is possible. But Dark Suit would be nice, and we know there's a suit in Aegon. If we do find that Seekers, we know we can get it. For sure.
Yep.
So, could be a nice idea at this point is to return to Aegon after gaining Seekers and Boost. Get the suit. Check in Cache 4 for that possible spider. And we're already in a pretty good position from there.
I mean, at most possible spider from their perspective. Didn't we just basically confirm that spider has to be there by logic?
Basically by logic we did, yes. That was like the only logical check. It's the only thing that makes sense. Like, if that's not spider there, then we have to rethink all our logic from the start. But it's the only thing that made sense. Notice we still don't have a logical access to Sank, which is interesting. Yep, default shrine is either key. I had noticed that one.
I mean, we're basically just a dark visor away, and we know where a visor is. That is logical by this point.
So it's not just a key; it has to be a Sky Temple key, actually, the default shrine. Because we got the hit all the keys, all the red keys, and none of them were in the Sky Temple grounds, I believe.
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
I'm double checking. No, wait, we didn't get the dock. No, we didn't get the dock egg on keys. Did we? No, we did. No, we are missing the dock Thomas key. Yeah, no, we are missing the dock Thomas key at least.
It's an E in War Ritual Grounds.
So we cannot say for sure it's an STK. Not yet. We're gonna scan that, confirm what it is.
And it is indeed a Dark Taurus key.
Okay, so that does confirm it's an STK and default shrine because that accounts for every Taurus key. But we already have two, and that's the third one. Yeah. So no, it is an STK on default shrine for sure. So we need our Dark Visor somewhere. Is the conclusion we get from that. But Stachifer went for hints. Well, he has plenty of life, so do not have any trouble here.
Yeah. Getting out might be a concern, but if you have safe warp, then you actually don't really want to get out anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they want to get out.
Yeah.
I think they just want to die in Death Wolf.
And that actually helps, taking more damage for that.
Because it makes you die 5 times faster, basically.
Okay,
the Dark Eater damage is, I think it's 5 damage per second with normal suit and
Under Temple. Good
okay,
start.
anyway, yeah, Ender Temple.
Crossroads, we have seen that one.
Yeah, we did see that one, I just wasn't paying attention.
TTE.
We need that Grav. We need that Grav in Reliquary, so that could be recorded light suit.
We know where it is.
Yep.
Watch Station Access.
So, that one shouldn't be any problem.
Gathering Hall.
Logically it goes Bob-omb, I think, but not a big deal.
Under Temple Access. I mean, we need to go down there anyway, so might as well.
Station?
Watch Station. We need to go down there, go over there anyway, so might as well.
We need to get a spider. And default
shrine, we knew that. And that's all of them.
We need to find that spider. But once again, well, we'll see. MColyer from the Seekers. So we need that spider. We need that Grav, which means we logically need that light suit.
Yep.
We need a Dark Visor. I think it's all. I don't think we need, at least for STKs, we don't need Echo or Annihilator.
No.
It really makes me realize that MColyer never picked up the Annihilator. What was it again?
That was an Incash 1. No? Yeah. That was also hinted, pretty sure, at some point.
Oh, I think it was hinted, yeah. So MColyer probably read it, and well, they don't really care about the Annihilator right now.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
Annihilator,
with both beams, like, you wouldn't need it in Torvus.
Yeah.
Unless you go down for TTS, but then you need Graph, and we know that Graph is light suit locked, and Dark Visor locked, so there's a whole another thing behind that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if we need to go get it, we'll get it, but it's kind of whatever for now. Right, so Stachifer got their hints. MColyer not yet. They could, and they might actually because they're going that direction. 4 E-tanks is enough. I assume they just saved before save warping.
I would think so.
So probably going for the hints. Like 4 E-tanks is plus boost is way enough. Stachifer going to check Cache B. I'll be very curious to see them do Cache B Chasm, but I don't even think that would be a good play right now. We kind of want Spider before heading to Ender Temple in case we need to do the... Well, actually, we would need Spider to get Ender Temple at all, even if it's on the back. Else we have no way out without Grab or Spider if we fall on the block side.
Yeah.
So that play would make no sense to me right now. I think, even if we knew how to do it.
No, absolutely, you probably want Spider. You could fight Boost. No, they don't even have Boost yet.
Yeah, no different. Stachifer never picked up Cobalt Translator because they never went to Mineshaft. Alright, anyway, MColyer is going for the Sky Tableau keys. Hints.
Yep.
Doesn't want to take too long to get there because the elf is taken down. Probably want to be using boost here. Go faster, MColyer. Ritual Grinds is a new tank.
Yep. We've seen that earlier.
Boost, like, a bit clumsy. We should have enough. So anyway, if you're Stachifer now, what do you want to do? How do you want to play this? Is the question. We know we need Grav. We know we need Light Suit for that Grav. We know we need Spider. Where do we go from here?
I mean, you know that you need to get into Under Temple at least, for that you want to do Spider, so probably your first priority would be to go get Spider if you know where it is.
Yes, if you have deduced it, definitely get Spider now. I think a good idea at this point would be you return to Light Taurus and you take the elevator back to Aegon. You get that Spider, you find that suit, and at that point, you think about your options. We know logically we still can't go to Sank, not without Power Bombs or Dark Visor. So we might just insist more on Taurus and or Aegon and just try to find either Dark Visor or Power Bomb.
This health is ticking down fast, so...
Yeah, I'm glad he doesn't have a lot of health with his hands. He has to be efficient in collecting those hints. But anyway, logically, nothing points to Sank yet. Even though we know there's a major item at ATS. Well, that could be another play. We could make a play, like, whatever. Maybe the PB is out there somewhere, but I will use my logic PB to get in and hope maybe it's Dark Visor on ATS. That could be a play as well. Let's see if MColyer manages to get all his hits. I think he will.
It should be fine.
It's gonna be close. But I think he'll be fine.
Like, if you miss one scan, then it could be missing.
It's pretty bad to miss any of these.
Yeah, it should be fine. If you get the 7, then you have all. And you should have at least one. Yeah, don't miss it!
Get it!
Wow, calculated.
Calculated there. That is... Ooh, almost didn't get it. Okay, that is... I think that is all of them?
That is all of them.
I think the last 22% were like the keys we already had, I think.
Yeah.
But ooh, that was 1 HP left on the file scan. That would be now.
I mean, that was the only HP that matters.
Yes. I mean, maybe it was just an optimization of a timing of death, you know?
Maybe.
You get a death swap. Stachifer out of bounds. Hello.
Yeah.
What's the plan here? Why is Stachifer out of bounds? So, he probably did the secret. Actually, I didn't see. Did he do the secret world? Oh yeah, I think he did the secret world. There's actually a hole straight up in the wall. You can just jump in that hole. You can use that as a shortcut. Like if you're fast enough on a secret world, you can use that as a shortcut out of the Dark World version of Dark Taurus.
Yeah.
It's not a difficult. Like secret world, you just literally just jump into the hole, and after that, you basically just have to do a sealing warp. Because a few other jumps. So Stachifer wants to basically get to that door. You believe to load the Great Bridge you need to hit the loading trigger, but you can also force load the room. It's like no other room is loaded right now. So what you can do is just go over to the door or try to hit the... You can also probably just force load the room around you. Oh, no, there you go. I think you hit the trigger, loaded the room. Now you want to wrong room, so the game thinks you're still in another room, and this messes up a bit the collision checks, and you can do bomb jump there, unmorph, and you just clip through a ceiling. Very well done. Now you touch the door, so that the game realizes you're in the correct door, correct room. There you go. Well done to Stachifer for the little walk roll to get out. It's a rather easy one. It's worth learning. It's fun. Oh, I was an energy transfer module in there.
And that's not the way, but Stachifer apparently, looks like we do want to go to the portal.
Yeah. So yeah, I do agree with Drake. I think the play here is return to Aegon with the Seekers, pick up Spider, pick up Suit.
Yeah.
Check Money Station B, probably on the way. You get an extra hint and 2 more checks. And from there, if you still haven't found Power Bombs or Dark Visor, return to checks you still haven't done in Toves and maybe Temple Grounds, or go to Sank with an Auto Logic PB. I think is what you can do.
We still don't have Dark Visor, so a Cursed Lake life support system fortunately not able to be collected yet.
Yep. Stachifer making the Aegon play. I like this.
Yeah.
And MColyer did not get the priority missile drop. Whoops. It's enough for the Seekers as long as you don't waste the missile. Getting bullied by the hunter over there. I probably want to move a bit backwards. But do get the priority drop. And a small drop on top.
Could also shoot one of the bubbles with the Annihilator so that the enemy here just meets their demise, or...
Oh, yep, he got disintegrated by the light there. Alright. Stachifer is probably checking the Money Plaza hit now. If they haven't forgot about it. I'm not sure where he's going over there. Oh, maybe he does not know the way to quickly get up from the safe station.
The mining plaza?
Yeah. But we know it's probably nothing. Anyway, finally, what does that hint say? Thank you. Thank you, game.
Game, what would we do without you?
I think I just light beam ammo in there, honestly. Didn't look anything special.
And McCollier missed the power bomb here on Putrid Alcove and taken a lot of damage here again.
Yeah, and has to be careful. Still don't have a suit.
Power bomb priority drop.
Yeah, which means no health drops. He's gonna get a gold draw there because with that amount of E-Tank he's gonna get, he's under 20%, so he gets a gold.
Oh. We are close enough to the portal that we should be fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine at this point. Can just screw attack across as well.
Got another 50.
50, we'll take that. MColyer is fine. Anyway, after getting that marvelous information that the power bomb expansion looked like burgers, Stachifer is probably on his way to Mining Station D.
Yeah.
Where there's a good chance that we will find a suit. We'll be selling Camion as well, or storage seat. Actually, not Sand Canyon. We don't know.
I mean, it could be Sand Canyon, but that means that power bombs have to be around somewhere.
That is correct.
Could be MSB.
At least Stachifer is gonna find his Cobalt Translator now, which is nice. Though not of any use yet.
Although, I mean, Storage A could not be the power bombs actually, so maybe.
No, Storage A couldn't be. But Mining Station B itself could.
Yeah.
Incash 2 is also in Logic.
Yep. Has been for a while.
So main PB is there? Question mark?
Looks like we're getting a boost guardian check here from McColyer.
Did you take a save before that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a red key.
That's a Aegon key, I think.
Sure is.
It's just we could just go attack to it, but don't seem interesting right now. Interested.
We do have a power bomb, so
we better not miss
landed.
Was that a suit up there?
Okay. I didn't.
Is that a suit by Station B? I can't see it. Stachifer doesn't want to look up. Guess we'll
Was
look
looking
after.
at a boost guardian dying over there.
Yep,
For
getting
dark
nothing
ammo.
sadly. I think that looked like something on my station B. That could be the suit.
Well, we'll see.
But,
Stash is going up the drill, so probably one shot.
maybe he already saw it was a suit, so he's doing the puzzle.
Yeah. Like, you could get the item with the bomb space jump to screw attack. But if you erase the drill, then you can get there with basic slope jumps.
Yeah. If you're
What
confident
you
in your PSJs, that's a
Yeah.
good middle ground. Checking the hint here. What does it tell us? Our second suit. Drew
Sky
away from
Temple
lake
grants the lake
access.
access.
So that's a cursed. That's our cursed lake.
Yeah.
So it turns out our life support item on a cursed lake is light suit.
We had a suspicion already, and Stachifer
So that confirms
just
it.
wants to go up to get onto the drill. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't,
That is our suit, right?
I still didn't see it. I always looked the wrong way.
Pretty sure it
but,
is. This is actually
I mean,
really nice because we can pick up that suit, then we can immediately go to a cursed lake, pick up light suit, then go to Belokuikuini and pick up that grav.
this an issue with that, or in that we didn't pick up Darkvisor yet, right?
Oh, you're correct. I did forget that. So no grav for yet.
Which we know that there is an visor in training chamber.
Yeah, which is completely logical right now. Maybe that's where MColyer is going. That already gone. Well, Stachifer. Yeah, that is a suit anyway. Now we can absolutely confirm
that is a suit. That is indeed a suit.
Is just gonna attack threat to it. Yep, well done.
Okay, sure.
So we got our dark suit. He knows where light suit is, and he can get it already. But we indeed don't have dark visor yet. Actually, that kind of stinks. If that is the dark visor in training chamber, because that means we had to go back down there, pick it up, and go back up to get light suit. Light suit and grav, and then go back down again. It's a bit annoying.
Now, if we were to grab that spider, like we could at least get to do
we
under temple.
Yeah,
while we down there the first
we
time.
really want to pick that spider now. Because if it turns out that STK is on PB Guardian, you don't want to have to come back again later.
Well, MColyer picking up the key in Crossroads once we get up this half pipe.
Actually, I think Stachifer just forgot, or maybe just plans to come back there.
Dash doesn't have the boost ball.
Oh,
that was an Hydro Dynamo station.
That is correct, yes. So that's an advantage, and MColyer can pick up that key now. Stachifer will have to backtrack here when he finds boost or cannonball. So that's an advantage to MColyer. MColyer from here can easily go check in cache foreign. I think there's little point not doing that right now.
Yeah, that's the wrong direction.
Yep. No, that's a great direction.
No, that's the correct one. Okay.
So we will finally get the definitive answer to our conundrum from the start. Is that indeed Spider-Ball in cache 4? Maybe take a little save on the way.
Yeah, doesn't hurt.
Wouldn't make sense.
Still don't have the suit currently.
Yeah. So just take the save. It's free. It's right there. No point not to take it. Yep. So MColyer might get a. Yeah, I don't like Stachifer's play. Living to sink now, without the spider, feels like a mistake. We know it's an STK was station. We need that spider ball. What?
Like if you have deduced.
Oh, okay. No, we got trolled. No, it's not spider. It's nothing.
Huh.
That is nothing on in cache 4. So we're still not logical.
But what could then be?
We still do not have a logical. Oh wait! I think I just realized it can be in cache 2. It could have been meant to fight Screw Attack, then go into the labs, find Space Jump there, then actually find your spider in Cache 2, and then be able to exit. I
Yeah,
think Spider isn't in Cache 2 right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we had access to Screw
That's what
Attack.
that annihilator was for. That has to be it. That has to be it.
No, yeah, that has to be it.
That's pretty devilish, because that does mean you were supposed to grab that Screw Attack before going to the labs, to have any way to logically escape.
Yep.
I hope to see MColyer go all the way over there. From closet it was just a missile. Hands here, charge combo double grounds, thanks game.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe Stachifer will get bailed out by finding but to be fair, he might just be doing Spider Treasure.
Yep.
Especially as without Spider and without Dark Visor, we don't have any easy way to get further, so it might just be a Spider Treasure check.
No, while you're in the area, might as well.
Okay, MColyer does want to get some extra health here. It's gonna be a bit short to cross there, it's dangerous. Well, he has made a save at least. So what does Warwalk have? Don't think it should be anything. Yeah, it's
like
just a burger. As the game so nicely told us, that's a burger. Alright, we just want to boost through there probably at this point. Just open the door, boost through so you barely take any damage.
I mean,
yeah, that's the plan.
Like, even if you roll through from this side, I feel like the Inkstrom actually doesn't really hit you.
Yeah, I mean, even just walking through it doesn't do much. It's just you don't want to get stuck in it, like with the door not open or still loading or something. You just want to make sure you just pass clean through. So right now, the big play for MColyer is go check that in cache 2.
Yep.
Like, I think if MColyer does that, find Spider there, I think he might be taking the lead there.
Probably.
Stachifer might be leaving now. Let's see if he attempts to go any further or sank, or just backs out. Okay, backs out. So the question is, what's Stachifer gonna do now? Is he gonna check more of Dark Aegon? Maybe find that maybe check the Incash too.
I think you have to. Like, what else do you really have available? Could go lower Torvus.
I mean, you could go back to Torvus. You don't need Graph or a bunch of checks there.
But like, you are so far away from that now, and you are so close to labs.
Sure. Well, yeah, MColyer never did this, so now he's actually gonna find his Annihilator.
Yep.
And if they follow the logic correctly, they should know at that point that Spider isn't here. So here they're gonna find an Annihilator, and hopefully that gives them the light bulb lighting up above their head, telling them, "Oh, we cache too." So if we can't take the shortcut, we have to go all around here.
Yep.
There's a pesky red laces on the other side of the room. If you try to enter from that side, kind of wish they weren't there. I think they're wondering right now.
It would make it so much more comfortable. Yeah, so much more. Yeah.
It would be nice, just for routing, instead of always having to go around. Processing. If there's something in send processing, that could suck you. Because the Stachifer thing is going to check in cache 4 now.
Like,
there's headed towards the portal.
Too much that could be there though. Like, we already have confirmed where Light Suit is. We know where Gravity is. We know where a Visor is.
Stachifer? Oh, you can't go back. He doesn't have boost. If he wants to go back to Torvus, either he has to do. There's a few tricks here to get back up.
I think that's what catHuman is just talking them through right now.
It's a bit difficult though. So is that worth trying? We'll see. Oh, McColyer boosted into the phasing canisters. Careful about that, that's a lot of damage. Oh, I think he's trying to make him do the bonk.
Yeah.
There's a lineup here, you can actually screw attack into this angle, it will actually bonk you a bonk.
Oh, McColyer.
Another plasma, another plasma canister, and then nullifying the field with the dark beam. Like, McColyer is trying hard to die right now. Thankfully, it's a safe station here.
Like, what happened there? McColyer laid a power bomb to open up Dark Races, just in case.
Yeah, it's a little.
But during that time, you cannot actually lay normal
Nice from
bombs, and it looked
Stachifer,
like
got the bonk.
McColyer tried to open the door with a normal bomb and couldn't. But yeah, we are going to check English too.
Yep.
That's big here.
That's the play.
So this now has to be Spider.
That's a, yeah, that has to be Spider. I don't see any option. And I'll make full sense of about that Annihilator. Okay, Stachifer went back to Tolvis.
That's a bit too... okay.
Oh, I'm so surprised didn't hit the collision there. And Hello Spider Ball, finally.
We are back in logic.
It took over an hour, but we finally understand our early game logic. That is an interesting seed.
We finally have a logical space jump.
So I do think this now firmly places MColyer back ahead.
I would say so, yeah.
He has boost. He has Spider now.
Oh, and we have knowledge about a major in ATS, so like, don't we have like basically all left items hinted at this point?
We still do not have a logical access to Sync. That's the funny part.
Alright, power bomb.
Yeah, no power bomb, no Dark Visor. No,
I mean, we do have that one visor, which likely is Dark Visor, which then would be our logical access into Sync. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, if it is Dark Visor Trade Chamber, then yes, then we can enter from Sync entrance.
But yeah, we don't have power bombs. So yeah, okay, man, yeah. ATS power bombs, yeah, possible.
It's possible.
But
actually,
do we need Echo?
Likely even. It's gonna be either. It's like there's only two items we don't know yet. We don't know one of the vices. We only know one of them. And well, actually, that's all. That's just the vices.
We don't know main power bombs, and we don't know one of
oh, maybe we know. Yeah, correct. Okay. So yeah. So if we found Dark Visor, in Train Chamber, it's gonna be either Echo or main power bomb on ATS. If we do find Echo there, then it's gonna be either main power bomb or Dark Visor. What would be counted major? Like the beam combos are not counted as major items, so that could be on ATS. Cannonball also isn't counted as a major. Like the only three mages we don't have are the two visors and main problems.
Got another Eon Sand processing.
Let me double check, but I do not believe that beam combos as are the supers are considered majors. I'll just recheck quickly. No, yeah, they're not. They're not considered major upgrades. As for Cannonball is also not considered major. So, yeah.
So yeah, we basically know everything, every major item besides one.
Oh yeah, no, they can be hinted. Those can be hinted, but the hint that specifically says a major item is somewhere, that refers to only items that are considered major by the hint system, and those being combos that are supers are not considered major for the hint system, is what I mean.
Oh, unfortunate bonk there from MColyer. Meanwhile, there's Stachifer finding that boost ball.
Guess we'll have to agree to disagree, because that is what the hint system says for those items. Maybe I did indeed read incorrectly, you know. I fooled. I did read incorrectly. It could be. It could be.
Okay, then we don't know about. Well, we know where Sunburst is, so I guess we don't know about 2 additional mages then. So that's 3 unaccounted for?
We did see where Sunburst was, so
Yes.
Sonic
Like,
Boom and
I was-
Darkburst, we don't know.
Yeah, that's the 2 additional ones I counted.
Cannonball, but yeah, they're
Oh, Cannonball.
almost never hinted. Yeah, logical checks, there's not much that's left. But I have a big feeling that Train Chamber has Dark Visor, and that's our entry into Sync. That's what I would assume right now.
That would open up our light suit, that would open up our gravity, that would open up pretty much the rest of
yeah, Dark Visor unlocks the rest. I mean, it is go mode even. Like that dark, if it's Dark Visor, then it's go mode. Yeah, we don't need Echo as far as I know.
Yeah. So, like, we probably should play towards that Visor, because if that is indeed Echo, like, our options didn't really increase much anyway, so we would be able to deduce where Dark Visor would be, or we would stumble upon our main power bombs and that would open up Sync for us.
That is a possibility, but I have a strong suspicion now that the main PBs are actually in Sync itself.
Yeah, like
that does happen every so often.
I would tend to think that the major hint is actually pointing at our power bombs.
Stachifer is Train Chamber. We'll know if it's Dark Visor indeed or not.
Nope. That
looks like Echo. I looked like Echo to me. Oh no,
it is not Echo.
That can't be. No, Echo Visor in Sync. Okay.
But that also means the other major didn't
link
to Echo.
That's
so I am pretty confident that's now main power bombs on ATS.
Yeah, definitely, because you cannot double hint items. So that major on ATS is most likely main power bombs, and Echo Visor is somewhere else. But we do not need Echo, I believe. Like, let me check the STKs again.
No, I don't think so.
Where are our STKs again?
We would logically need our power bombs, maybe.
Gathering Hole.
Actually,
Gathering Hole, I think logically requires the power bombs to destroy the thing at the bottom.
Right, yeah.
Under temple access, under temple, station access. Yeah, no, the Echo is completely useless.
Yep, so.
Yeah. Echo is dead. Sure. But Stachifer should be in go mode now. We know Grav, we know Light Suit. And with those 2 items, you can basically get the rest of the seed and finish.
Well, if Stachifer knows about Spider.
Oh, you're correct. You are absolutely correct. He has not done in Cash 2. He has not gotten at a Fireball yet. So you are correct, that it's not go mode yet.
I mean, technically... No,
I get it.
Gathering Hall without Spider is probably gonna be...
Yeah, I mean... Really yeah, no, it wouldn't be a good... I mean, Spider is a very good chance you need it anyway for the temple. And also for the other bosses.
Yeah.
But MColyer is still going through Aegon, and I think he's about to last location in his suit, basically. Like, he was doing the final remaining checks all around Aegon to find that suit.
And doesn't have enough missiles.
Yep. So unfortunately he's wasting his missiles and gonna kill some of those roly-polies, hoping one drops a priority missile. So MColyer probably actually has the edge, even though he's not necessarily ahead right now. Because he's gonna get that hint in Main Station B, which tells about the light suit. I'm pretty sure he already has seen a hint about the visor and train chamber.
Yeah, that McCollier definitely knows.
Once he finds this hint, MColyer should know he's going to.
Yeah.
Because of having that spider ball on top. While Stachifer is left searching for that spider. They have not considered the fact that their early chain of items still isn't logical.
At least Stachifer now picking up the light shield.
Let's see how he goes about doing that. Probably also gonna do the puzzle. So he's going to Accursed there, gonna pick up his light suit, and probably gonna pick up his grab after that. No, that's not what you wanna do. You wanna open the cannon here.
Yeah.
Ouch. Got sliced to pieces here. Anyway, Stachifer got his light suit. Now, I assume he's gonna go get his grab.
Yeah. Most likely. Like, you know where it is.
Taking the cannon this time. I remember confusing using the half pipe and the cannon while playing this game.
Very easy to do. And you cannot take the half pipe at least to get onto the drill. It's actually a slope jump.
So,
Or
let's see what he's probably gonna use the thunderbolts.
We kind of need a... Oh, okay.
Oh, he's just slip back that. Get up, there you go. I could just jump there and then jump to the item.
This method doesn't need screw attack, so it's good to know at least.
I mean, that's the that's begin definitely for sure. That is a beginner method.
Yep.
I believe. Right, so I hope now that MColyer remembers the hints about the visor and train chamber, because that's where they want to go now. They need attack visor. Attack visor unlocks everything. It unlocks the light suit, the grab, and it unlocks entry into Senkan's logically. No. Meanwhile, what is Stachifer doing? I think he's headed to Senk now. To Senk entrance.
I mean, this is probably getting to grab first.
Oh, yeah. I literally said that boy what they were doing. Again, both issuing restrikes.
Grabbing a
Brain is not working very well today.
power bomb or some missiles? They're looking for a power bomb. They probably have one since they're not getting any of the drops.
Where they're going now.
Yep.
He's going back into the labs. Is it like to go to Senk? Do they not remember the hint about training chamber? Like going to Senk right now is a really bad idea.
Yeah. Maybe they suspect Echo there?
What was the hint about the visor? It was part of it, and they definitely got it.
They both got that.
So I'm really surprised. I'm surprised they're not going to pick that up now. Like what are they hoping to find in Senk?
Like, do they believe that they actually need gravity to get out with that visor logically?
Oh, it's definitely not needed. In a normal game you go there with a graph.
Yeah, but ultimately, if you were to raise the statue, then you would kind of need graph to get out. That works.
I'm
just trying to make any sense of this.
Yeah, I don't understand the play. It's just what I would say here.
Like, if they for some reason don't want to risk the visor there being echo, and then they don't have anything to go by.
Maybe they just want a clean sync now. They might actually already have everything for it. Like, let me check what the SDKs are in sync already. Was station access. That might be the reason. Maybe they just want a clean sync now, get a few checks on the side.
Maybe.
It's most likely not gonna be anything, but
yeah, true.
because yeah, we could grab the skis now, but at the same time, I feel like it would be more efficient to come from Thomas for this.
Definitely.
I mean, they can clear Sank, but Sank is not logical for them, not without main PBs or Dark Visor. So, seeing them clear the Sank now doesn't look like a good idea at all to me. Like, you just want to get Advisor right now. Like, you can't even really come from the other side of the statue. Well, actually, I say that, but yes, you can.
I mean,
they do have Boost and Spider. They can do the trick to get past the statue.
Yeah, if they are confident, I mean, Bello pretty sure knows about it, and they are talking through it, and
it's not a very hard trick. You could definitely teach it to a mentee.
Maybe then they are routing that in to get to that
plan,
visor.
Yeah, that might be the plan. It's go through Sang, pick up which station access and which station, and just go back down. And use a little trick with Boost and Spider to get past the statue, and you get that visor right there.
Yep.
That could be the game plan here.
Okay, we're not checking the hint here. We're peeking the item though.
It doesn't really matter. Either they forget. I mean, I often forget myself, but I don't think it matters in this case. I do think we pretty much have everything accounted for right now.
It looks like Stachifer might go Sank entrance now.
And they're right there, so...
Resetting to
nope,
layer?
It's not going to Sank entrance.
Forgot to check the hint, okay.
Oh, yeah, now he turned back and went to check it. Forward and upgrade, it's just a burger.
That cannot be power bombs because that is locked by a power bomb door.
Yep. We need power bombs to logically get to that. Cannonball is possible. Yeah.
Cannonball could.
I wouldn't go there for the cannonball though.
No.
It's pretty ironic though to lock cannonball behind Spider Guardian logically. As usual, it's a pretty nice thing to have the Spider Guardian itself.
Okay, we are still checking hints here though.
Yeah, they're still not sure, which kind of surprises me. Morbus is dead. Oh, okay. Yeah, Screw Attack is so often an early item in Randomizer's fully sure why, but...
I mean, it does allow a lot more movement around certain things where then didn't need the other items.
It's a product enables so many things. Might be the reason. But it's pretty rare to have seeds with Screw Attack late, but definitely can happen. I think the race just before this one on SpeedGaming 3 channel actually had the Screw Attack pretty late on. Usually those are a bit challenging as well because it does make movement more challenging, especially. So if you want to go around fast, you need to rely a lot more on dashes, E-dashes, and those kind of movement strategies.
I mean, like the fact that you can get into GFMC with Screw Attack and don't need power bombs for a randomizer setting already makes it much more likely that Screw Attack turns up earlier because that means power bombs can be later in turn.
It's also one of the items that enables climbing Money Plaza in beginner logic.
Even without space jump.
Just with that fact, this already makes Screw Attack one of a very likely item to get very early.
Storage C, Screw screw attack substitutes for a spider ball and boost ball. So, like, a lot of these things make it just turn up way earlier than compared to the normal game, where it's just placed behind basically everything.
I'm a bit confused why MColyer is clearing all Sang basically.
Yeah.
Main PBs wouldn't really give us anything. Echo. It's gonna. We don't need Echo for anything. So.
Maybe
Correct me if
they're
I'm
not.
wrong, but I really don't think we need Echo.
Yeah, maybe they don't really read too much into the hint, or maybe they are actually thinking of that visor potentially being gravity locked, which then in turn, I don't know.
I find it pretty weird. Oh,
Well,
there's the hint for Spider Ball.
well, I mean, I guess we could get to Cobalt very, very early if we wanted to.
Yeah, but there's no way we were getting here before Spider.
Yeah, not really.
Who knows? Maybe Stash. Is Stachifer going in cash too now? He's back in Dark Aegon.
Yeah, don't
Oh, I
think
hope it doesn't
Stash
try
has that
Worms.
much more. I mean, Stash could go Taurus, I guess. But maybe
Dark
they
Aegon,
finally felt the need to piece back together
oh, Feeding
logic.
Pits. They could also
Feeding
try
Pit.
Feeding Pit. There's a lot actually they've left in Dark Aegon, so maybe they're thinking they'll find something here.
They don't have worm keys.
No, they don't, but they will check Boom Closet.
Yeah. So this is the Sky Temple key. After the Terminal 4.
Right, so we need to do the puzzle here.
Yep.
There is an SDK.
Also, there's no major on ATS. So maybe they kinda banked on the visor potentially being Echo and the major being dark.
So I still find this a weird flag to be fair. Because even then you can still go to training chamber and immediately go to second from there.
Yeah.
Definitely something we'll be asking them at the end, and why that choice of routing of going to tank.
Checking the hint.
What
Quadratus has light ammo.
Well, not a single one of those bosses today had something.
Oh. And looks like we're taking the cannon.
I mean, even outside of just pure density, like, MColyer knows about what a visor is. That's really what surprises me, is why they're not going for it. That's really my big surprise. Even if it was a 50-50 that it was Echo instead, it's... First, it would enable for more checks in the Sank, and second, I would still just go to it just because Dark Visor just unlocks the seed right now.
No, absolutely. When I know there's a visor hinted and it's a 50-50, then I'm taking the 50-50 and see from there. Like, even more so in the current situation where we just don't have logical Sank access without Dark Visor.
Yeah. Especially that, like, you combine that with the fact we don't have a normal Sank access, with the possibility it's actually Dark Visor locking the entry. It just makes the player, it just makes it 100% for me. Maybe they just forgot about the hint, or forgot about
I mean, we got that hint so early and the seed was so weird that I can't see it being lost in the...
Stachifer, that's fair. Especially as he does have... I mean, if we consider Stachifer... Oh, he's gonna go in cash too, so he's finally gonna find his spider. So... Either maybe they still had some... Like, maybe they still had a nagging feeling that the logic from the early game was not solved still, and decided to chuck Dark Aegon. Either I don't really know. Because if we did go on pure check density, and Seg would have been a good play. With many items, and also the hints, and we saw there's actually a spider ball hint there.
Yeah. Which Stachifer never got, so...
Yeah.
They
But
don't
Stachifer
know by
is
hit.
not gonna get it.
They could know by logic deduction, but if
Yeah,
so,
this
they
is
took
why,
their sweet time to get here.
yeah, finally Stachifer the spider. It's why it is important to remember the logic. Even if you find items to go further in the seed, just paying attention to what your early logic was could give away where spider was. Like you knew it could only be around here.
Like, there's always value to sequence breaking, going out of logic and randomizers to get advantages. But if you just completely ignore logic, you also ignore sometimes the fact that you can rule out certain places for certain items. And yeah, losing track of what the logic wanted you to do can be detrimental if you skip over items that you require to get.
I mean, sometimes just following the logic is faster than pulling tricks and wall crawls all over. Often is actually. There's the wash station STK for clear. Alright, so Stachifer now. Should be good. They have the Dark Visor. This probably puts Stachifer back ahead, I think, even though they have less STKs right now.
No, definitely Stachifer is.
Clear goes to Sank and doing like every check in there is probably losing them this race right now.
Yep.
Instead of going for the Visor.
Going to check for vault. Stash would still need to pick up light suits.
Yeah,
they probably would need to pick up gravity at least for TTE.
Yeah, they do. Like, they still need to fund advisor. They still need to then go get light suit. They still need to then go get the grav, which Stachifer has done all that now and has funded spider. So the advantage of getting spider earlier is gone. So
and
it's not looking good for MColyer right now.
The advantage of the two SDKs is really not that much because they are just next to each other pretty much here.
I mean, there's crossroads that Stachifer will have no issue getting.
Oh, right. No.
And
yeah,
what station?
What station access?
Yeah, MColyer hasn't picked up what station access yet. Probably so.
I mean, you can get that after you get out of ATS.
Yeah, it's right there. MColyer's gonna grab what's probably main power bomb. Yep, there you go. Right over there.
So
Echo Visor is necessary for main power bombs.
That no. Like the scan through the
That's I do not believe that's logical.
You
need to come from down there.
I'm pretty sure the scan is beginner logic. And we have access with Dark Visor to here. But yeah, that power bomb location at least should definitely tell MColyer and Bello that Dark Suit is required to enter Sank.
Yeah.
So if they remember the hint at all, they should like almost guaranteed know where Dark Visor is.
Let me check.
Oh, there's cannon. And main research.
Okay, no, it is not. It is not beginner, the scan through. It actually requires intermediate standable.
Oh, okay.
I look at it.
Interesting.
So yeah, logically you need a code to come from below.
I mean, that doesn't really matter much here though, because it could be insane because we have Dark Visor access. we have lower Torbus.
All this tells us is the Ecovisor was logical to find to complete the seed, but we don't really care here.
I mean, Ecovisor is always logical on these settings because of DS4. But it was logically required to. No, it wasn't even required to get into saying.
I'm expecting MColyer to do the statue skip. It's not that bad with Boost and Spider.
I mean,
Like the one with the BSJ and screw attack, I'd say don't even bother. But the one with Boost and Spider is really not difficult.
Yeah. They've set up for the routing, so.
MColyer is finally gonna get his Dark Visor, but might be a bit late.
Yeah, probably too late.
Let's see how fast they get
Stachifer
this.
is now getting towards Under Temple to get 2 keys here.
So the way the skip works is you want to get the bull in just the right position, boost off it, and go to the side. And this actually allows you to throw yourself right at a little space that's on the side of the statue to get past. Okay, it's not going to the side right now. Too low down. Like right now it's just boosting straight up. It needs to go off to the side to do this.
Looks like we have to do PB Guardian because that's just an ammo expansion.
Oh, I'm glad I got close there. I wasn't about to 10 there. I'm sure I'll manage. That was a bit too late. Well, Stachifer is going to work on the PB Garden here.
Didn't get any of our main bosses, but at least we got PB Guardian.
Yeah, Uncle is boosting from 12 down. That's not gonna work if they boost from that. Like, you can see those little lines on this part of the track. You need to do it from like one line higher, basically. If I remember this correctly. Yeah, there. That was correct. That was almost it. That was at the correct line. Almost was it. Yes. Come on.
Oh.
Bomb. I think you can bomb jump. There you go.
Got
Good
there.
job. Yeah. Good job. Yeah, you want to release the boost at like you can get in the position when the mobile starts slowly rolling down, and the moment the mobile like touches that one line, you want to release the boost and immediately like go off to the side. And that's how you get it through. Good job to MColyer for pulling it out. Now I gotta find his Dark Visor.
Yep.
Now it's down to is that a CK advantage gonna hold up to what Stachifer has already done?
Most likely not, because
They need to.
MColyer needs to get into Powerbomb Guardian, but then also needs to get TTE. And
It's the problem now. He needs to go get that grab, so he needs to go all the way back out, grab that grab, and come back.
It's a long, long way. Meanwhile, Stachifer has to get to Sang to grab those. Also, actually,
wait, I thought MColyer picked up the watch station access.
I was just about to ask that because that number is still on 4. And
yeah, no, he has. He
Okay.
has. Wait, I'm looking at a tracking document. No, he definitely has. Like, he has 4 keys. I do think he picked it up.
But like, if Stachifer doesn't have the Crossroads key, they should have at least 3 different keys.
Let me check. No, they have to have picked it up. They have 4 keys. They have to have picked up watch station access. Because they still have 5 missing, which is like under temple access and the temple. I'm pretty sure they never went to that part of Dark Torbus. And I'm pretty sure, well, TT definitely not the Fudge Fan definitely not either, and I do not believe they've done Gathering Hall, so... No, I'm pretty certain they did drop watch station access.
Okay.
Okay, so MColyer is gonna save warp, gonna make his way to a cursed lake now to grab that light suit and then grab that grav in Belokuikuini. Yeah, we got confirmation. They did pick up watch station access, so they never have to return to Sank, which is at least one positive.
Yeah.
Like all they have to do, get that light suit, get that grav, go back down to Torvus, get all the items that are still in Lower Torvus, so that's TTE, Gathering Hold, Under Temple Access, and the Guardian. Then go to the bosses because the last key is on Default Shrine, which is right next to the way.
So
Stachifer still needs a little trip to Seg, but I'll be quick because they're right next to the elevator.
yeah.
They can immediately go up to Watch Station. Watch Station access is free, they just have to do the Watch Station puzzle. I think Stachifer is further ahead here.
Oh, Stachifer is definitely ahead.
Stachifer is doing this puzzle the intended way. It is possible to skip that part of boosting around using screw attack. It's not too difficult to learn, so it's nice to get, especially especially just to be faster. This has been annoying there, but it's just fine doing it normally there. The good old intended way.
Skips at least the needs for power bombs. It's puzzle 2.
Yep. It's even possible without boost as well, doing it this way with a screw attack. It's not even too hard to do. Okay, MColyer about to get his light suit. Stachifer got the Gathering STK. So what does Stachifer still need? Oh, he still has to pick up TTE. Then it's just a trip to Sank, then it's done. Just will leave the Default Shrine item.
Both will be picking up last, right on the way to Sky Temple.
Yep.
But yeah, for MColyer, it's go grab that gravity from Reliquary, then go back to Lower Torvus to get the 4 remaining keys down there.
Yeah.
And then
MColyer spending all that
out.
time in Sank. It's gonna have a definite effect on the outcome of this race, I feel.
Yep. There's going for the TTE key.
Yep. MColyer meanwhile going towards Grav. This is race to the finish here. Also, them are Go mode, they know exactly what they need to do and where to get it. It's a matter of who can do it fastest. There's TK1 from TTE. The 6th catapult key for Stachifer. Who now just wants to go back to Training Chamber and go up to Sank to grab those last 2 keys in there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have Echo, because that one is in Sank.
Oh yeah, so we'll have to do the whole way around actually, so I'll cost more time to Stachifer than I thought actually. That's a good remark. If we had Echo, we could take a shortcut straight up to ATS.
And grab our main power bombs on the way.
Yep, but we don't have Echo, so we can't do that.
Yep.
So we'll still take the elevator, but we will have to go all the way around.
Yeah.
I'm a bit curious what Stachifer is doing right now.
Stash does not have power bombs though, so...
Oh yeah, needs a PB drop. These guys are very greedy, they don't like dropping power bombs. Pretty much the closest reliable sources to go all the way up there and kill the, I think it's the Prids they're called in this this version of the game. Yeah, these guys. And you can try and get a power bomb drop from them. Didn't get a priority power bomb here. There you go.
There we go.
I forget a priority drop. What's the chance of it? Is it like 80 or 90%?
I actually don't know.
It's 80. Yeah, because like priority drop system is like, if you have no missile left, no power bombs left, I do believe it also works for if you have like no light beam or no dark beam ammo left, and if you have less than 20% of your health left, like your max energy, then you have an 80% chance that will actually drop something to help you for that. So in case of 0 missile, drop you a 10 missile recharge. In case of no power bomb, drop you a power bomb. In case of less than 20% health, drop you a golden pickup that gives you a full energy tank worth of energy. And of course, if there are multiple priority drops together, I think it's just like equal chance that it'd be one or the other, basically. That's a pretty important system to know about and abuse in Echoes.
Absolutely. So, meanwhile, McColyer has picked up Gravity Suit, so only needs to get to lower Torvos, fight
Yeah, he has a lot to do in lower Torvos still.
PB, Guardian.
Yeah. PB Guardian, Gathering Hole, Under Temple Access, and TTE.
And TTE. Meanwhile, Stachifer has made it into Sank, so just needs to do the loop around to get to the 2 keys and do the watch station puzzle.
He will have to go to main gyro as well, so he has to do a part of the main gyro's puzzle, so it's really time consuming.
Yeah. While we're looking at transit station that has not watch station access.
Maybe Stachifer or something he wants in there?
We don't have multiplayer items, and we have seen Cannonball on main research. Oh, it's Echo!
Oh, that is awesome. Now we can actually do the shortcut to ATS. Yeah, I understand.
Oh.
Pick up the Echo. No, Stachifer, turn around. Turn around, you don't need to go there.
Please. Yep, yeah, that's the way.
catHuman just told him, oh, turn back. Okay, yeah, that is a very highly convenient Echo here. That's gonna save a whole bunch of time, Stachifer.
Yeah, I actually didn't think about this anymore at this point because we didn't
myself either. So yeah, now what we can do is do the Echo puzzle in this room to open the way to the portal. Take the portal, and just get out using the Hive Transport Quest. Yeah, it gets up all the way up to ATS, and we just have to take the portal in Judgment Drop. And that's a pretty quick way to watch station from here.
Yep.
We skip having to go all around, we skip having to do the mini gyro puzzle, we skip having to do the main gyro, like half of the puzzle. So that's definitely saves time. We don't need to do the Echo puzzle here.
No.
Yeah, we climb on top of the door. Turn right. To the right. There you go. And you can just go up there to the door.
Yep.
Does need to get back up on the gate here, though.
Which is actually not as easy as you would think.
Yeah, it's a bit there you go. Sometimes it's a bit weird.
Yep.
But Stachifer got it again. In this room, there's a big squad like a wall jump wall we want to use. Which in a vanilla game is the way you get the 3rd Ing-Hive key, I believe.
I think so, yeah. Now, what we hopefully don't see is a bonk here at the top. I have seen that in one of the earlier races this week.
That does happen. NPBs. Why not? And now we have to go to Judgment Drop. We can't use a ball in this room because since Stachifer has never come here before, he has not lifted the gate. That normally stops you from using the portal in the light world. Thankfully, in the room right next to it, Judgment Drop, there is a portal. That is normally intended to be used on your way towards the vault.
Yeah.
So
we are supposed to use grapple here to get over to the portal to get our screw attack.
Well, MColyer is making his way to Low Taurus.
Yep.
But the main enemy here is he still has to do the entire
TB
Guardian
Guardian.
fight.
Then the entire Gathering Hall puzzle. It's also not the fastest thing
Yeah.
to do.
Stachifer basically just has to do the watch station puzzle. Watch station access is free.
And then has to find the Saya station.
Yep, and save warp. MColyer also will have to. Pretty nearby.
You could just go over to main gyro. Don't
Yep.
need to do the puzzle. Just open the boost gate, go through, and there's a save station right there.
Last key is default shrine.
Yep. So that is always going to be the last key our runners will pick up.
I think Stachifer probably wants to kill the rest bits here. Are they gonna get in the way?
You could do it without killing them if you are confident in movement or fast, but
They like. I don't think Stachifer has this cannonball, and the rest bits can shoot at you while you're on the spider rail. It's not fun.
I have done this with them alive, but they also at least the same amount of time that more often just shot me down while trying.
Stachifer is doing the method of going up there. It allows you to skip using the cannon. It's a bit faster. The rest bit's gonna be shooting now. Does Stachifer have the cannonball or not? Because if he has the cannonball, we don't care.
Don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it's only MColyer that found it.
I mean, it was in main research, and you don't need to open the gate actually. Just need to get the item. That's the advantage Stachifer
Yeah,
has
actually,
here,
it's fair.
kinda.
Oh,
Nope, that was
got
damage.
hit, but was not thrown out of the track. Now we did see MColyer have a bit of issue with that one. Oh, there you go. Stachifer did not get thrown out, so yeah.
So that's the last difficult key for Stachifer.
Pretty much.
Like, the key number 8 is just right next door.
Yeah, and then we just save warp, pick up the Fatran, and that's the bosses. So Stachifer is in a prime position here to take this victory. MColyer still has to finish the PP Gallon fight, and it still has a puzzle or two to do on top.
Gathering Hall puzzle, the TPE
I do
puzzle.
think that by the time Stachifer finished, MColyer will be on his way to the final bosses, but
probably
things can still happen. Like, messing up the bosses is a possibility.
I mean, it can. I forgot to pick up it while going here. To go
getting lost
but,
in there.
I mean, we do have 7 E-tanks light suit on Stachifer.
Yeah.
Like there. Like we have a lot of ammo.
I thought it did have cannonball, but apparently not. Maybe they used it up with a cannon. Getting that boost in the pinch to avoid getting thrown out the truck. Meanwhile, Stachifer is on the way to the save station next to main gyro to save warp. MColyer is still taking on the PP Guardian here.
Just one more bomb slot left though, so that fight is going to be over soon. And yeah, there's the safe warp for Stachifer. We're gonna get that defiled shrine key. Whoop! Boost.
Well, you don't want to boost too early. You want to be like maxed out before you boost to not do this. Curious if they're gonna try the double bomb jump to get up there. Yep.
Looks like it.
It's a bit too low down the second bomb. You want to max out the height of the second bomb. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. And fell down the other side.
Fortunate.
Up. So close. I feel like you want to be closer to that rail than the visual makes you want to think you want to be.
Yeah. Alright, let's get Temple 8 and immediately followed by another one under Temple Access.
Yep.
And after that we can go back to Light World and do Gathering Hall and TT. There we go.
Both entering a portal at the same time, going into different directions in their worlds.
Using Unite there to get a whole bunch of ammunition of all kinds. Pretty good time to do this for the final bosses later. Okay, so now he wants TT and Gathering Hall.
From there we can go to Hydrodynamo Station, get the safe station there.
Stachifer wants the E-Tank in War Ritual Grounds.
I mean, we probably don't need it with 7 already, but like, it's so fast to grab. Sure. I personally would have probably left that with this. Yeah. I would have left it with this loadout, but like,
yeah, we have plenty already. Oh, and you're gonna try the screw attack method here. You need to cancel that screw attack.
Yeah.
You need to cancel that screw attack so it doesn't go too far. Always clunky. That's gonna be Stachifer's 9th key.
Yep.
There you go. Stachifer the first to his 9th key and the first on the way to the bosses. I think MColyer attempts using the screw attack again. And did not get the screw attack to trigger this time, probably because he hit the ceiling. And it's gonna result to doing it normally.
Yeah. I need to power bomb that one.
The secret missile strike again.
There we go.
Stachifer on our way to the Sky Temple. MColyer is about to be done with the Gathering Hall puzzle. Stachifer here probably wants to go around destroying the little crates around to get some missiles. But you want to do that before getting the save. So you don't have to redo it in case you do die or crash.
I mean, you probably
doesn't care about the missiles, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to keep a good supply of missiles. Okay, no, he's gonna turn back and get them after all. Okay. Because first, like, you want to use optimally 20 of them for phase 1 of Emperoring. And then you don't want to be running out of missiles as you are attempting DS4 skip, because that will get out of work real quick. We need the missiles to force her to prop shield up, else she would just go into DS4. Yeah. It's happened to me once that I, forgot to recharge my missiles, and I was left on DS3 with no missiles. Didn't have much of a choice to fight DS4 there. And anyway, the Emperoring fight will begin for Stachifer now. So here, phase 1, you want to swap to your light beam, you want to shoot down those tentacles. One light beam shot does the job for each of them. Not having a nice last time. You probably want to shoot. You don't want to shoot them from the side. It's harder to hit them this way. Anyway, now we expose the eye, and we want to be firing 4 super missiles. You want to hit within that slit, that opening, and you don't want to get hit by that red laser there. It makes you unable to shoot for a few seconds. Oh, almost. Almost got the 1 cycle here. Unfortunately, the last super missile hit the shield. So you can use ball bomb here. Unfortunately, Brain went for that attack where the tentacles actually become not hit. You can't really hit them anymore.
Can hit
when
them
they
with
get to
power
that.
bombs, a power beam, but one power bomb.
Tentacle. And now one final super missile. There you go. That's it for phase 1. Well, MColyer has collected 8 keys and will now be on his way to save world towards the bosses.
Yep. So we will see MColyer probably at least in Sky Temple.
We'll have to see how close he gets before Stachifer finishes.
Bonk the head there on the gravity boost.
Yep.
I hate those inklings.
And none of them have cannonball for it, so...
Like, they just turned up at the worst possible timing.
Yeah, they really do. Still, if you do go...
Stachifer got plenty of power bomb drops though. Right.
Still 1 tentacle to beat.
Yeah, I think that was on the other side though.
Yeah. Looking bullet. There you go. That's the final one. There you go, and we're going to phase 3. So let's see what they choose to do here. We want to screw attack typically here. As there's a hitbox under him, it's actually vulnerable to screw attack, which does a lot of damage. So you want to screw attack under Emperor, pre-low down to the ground to hit that hitbox. But you have to be careful to not be hitting the legs of Emperor, which is pretty easy to do. Oh. Did that hit at all? No, it did not.
No. But this should be good.
Yeah,
there was at least a hit.
It's not
Didn't
a lot
do much damage, but like we have plenty of E. The dash
might have
is
hit.
annoying.
No, I did not.
That jump is annoying.
Yeah, when you get a jump, you want to try and get the screw attack out quickly so you actually hit the Emperor midair. Well, MColyer is going the wrong way there.
Oh, that's
not
should
the way to
be
roll.
way good. Yeah, that was really good hit.
Yeah, another... Oh yeah, they could have taken ship refill. Nope. Still not there. I don't think they need the ship refill though. They have a lot of beam ammo, and they will get missiles and power bombs from those crates around the Sky Temple, so they'll be good on that. And that's entering dead on Stachifer.
So only Dark Samus left.
Yeah, all that's left is escaping and getting Dark Samus.
80 tanks, light suit.
Yeah.
As long as we don't run out the timer, there should be no problem. And we should not need to run out the timer.
This is really... Let's face it, it's most likely for Stachifer at this point. Pretty hard to imagine them messing out to such point that they would die here.
If they do, though, MColyer is in striking distance.
Yeah, it just makes me sad thinking about it because all that time they spent in Sanctuary that was pointless in the end.
Yeah.
Steinert very much could have done the difference here. Oh, we're going straight into a center on Stachifer. A full Dog Samus fight we have.
I mean, if you're not too familiar with DS4 skip, there is some time that you could lose if you don't hit with your screw attacks, for example. So maybe.
I mean, if you mess up that much, Dark Summers will end up centering anyway, so I'm not too worried. And you could do the Dark Beam method as well if that's such a worry. Okay, and MColyer just got his final keys and will be on the teleporter up to Emperor Ring.
That sticker will not hit because that hit an eye. Again.
Oh, I accidentally targeted the eye. There we go. Another shot for Stachifer.
Maybe 4 or 5 more.
One more shot. MColyer opening the teleporter. I think it's 3 more shots.
Yeah.
I just made it up there. We have to break a few crates now to recharge. Or charge. I think it would have been worth probably grabbing a few. Not dramatic, we have a few power bombs. MColyer will at least have triggered the Emperor Ink fight by the time Stachifer finished. It will have been close. Shot. That's one? Do you think that's one will kill, or will he just a bit of health?
I don't think one more is enough yet, but that next hit should probably put it in range.
That's
no,
definitely,
that's definitely.
That shot is over.
Caught an instant shot.
And here it comes.
GG.
That's GG for Stachifer taking the win in this match. If MColyer is right there, I might choose to just finish this.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the closer match we've seen in this tournament.
Absolutely.
We haven't had that many matches where both were in the bosses.
I mean, that's always a bit towards the nature of these seeds, because if you miss an item at some point, or like you can definitely lose a lot of time. But we do have more winners now with us here. TT, Stachifer, and
Hello, Stachifer and catHuman. GG's for the win.
GG's.
You have MColyer actually right now fighting Emperor Ring, so it's actually a pretty close match.
Was it close the whole time?
Honestly, I'd say yes. It kind of swinged back and forth, but it was never really clear who really was ahead.
it depended a bit on certain decisions. You had some interesting differences that made it not fully clear who was actually completely ahead. I would say for a long part it seemed like MColyer was probably better going throughout, and that was mostly because of having that spider earlier.
Yeah, he found the spider earlier, but then they lost a lot of time clearing Sank, which was not logical, and I think that cost them heavily in this case.
Oh.
Like they waited very long to go get that Dark Visor.
Oh.
Which, well, once they're finished, we get them here, we'll be asking them about that for sure.
Okay.
It did surprise me myself why they did not go for that Dark Visor and instead cleared Sank.
Yeah, that was basically the thing. If MColyer would have gone for or not gone to Sang when they did, and instead gone to Torvus to get that visor, MColyer would have probably won.
I think this would have been MColyer's game if they had done that. Yeah. Be observing for now MColyer finishing the match. As I'm entering phase 3 right now, squad attacking boss. Doing a decent job.
Yeah. Being a bit too close to it.
Oh, actually got it there. Nice. Just Dark Summons left, so.
Wow, their movement looks pretty aggressive. Have they been that aggressive with their movement the whole time?
What do you mean by that?
They seem to be trying to do everything extremely tight, more falling when at every opportunity. I know when I was going through it, I wasn't as, you know.
I don't think so. I think both of you had similar movement overall.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I think this might have been the most fair match I've had yet.
I think it was actually pretty evenly matched up between the two of you.
That was potentially pretty.
Like not many matches this tournament have finished with both players on the final bosses at the same time. So that definitely was a rather fair matchup here.
Seems to be a bit struggling here on PS3 though.
Like for example, I saw both of you early on attempting to do the bomb jump to get to the broom closet. That's space jump, and both of you had trouble. I think it was MColyer actually took a death on it. It's like
Yeah,
he abandoned the idea of doing it, and he tried to go back to the ball chamber through the room with the flying light thingy. Just panicked as he did and took a death there.
Needed to refight Jump Guardian. Not too big of a time loss, but an annoying one definitely.
But I would say overall both of you are essentially the same level. But I see a few tricks being used. I think Stachifer, you did the secret world out of ball chamber to get back
Yes,
out.
I did.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. MColyer actually, after clearing Sank, went back to Torvus with the back and actually did the strike with a boost jump to get past the statue. So a few cool tricks here and there. I wonder if MColyer is trying to do the full skip here. It seems like it. Going for the dog beam method. That's gonna be a. I thought a center. Yeah, no, it is center now. Thought maybe. I guess we can ask you a few questions though while they're finishing. Yeah, that's spiderable. Did you ever realize that early on the early logic was still not like, it actually was not fully cleared when you went to Torvus? Still wasn't logical finding a space jump and leaving the base with a safe warp. Did you realize that or not?
Honestly, everything about most of the race is just kind of gone from my head right now. The adrenaline's kind of wearing off.
Understandable. maybe Cat remembers.
Yeah, I think forgot about it for a little bit because yeah, you need the spider to get out, and then when we went back for the crossroad key, we were doing some extra checks, and then kind of realized, oh yeah, wait, this is probably here. There's just no logical way out.
Yep. Yeah, you were supposed to get that screw attack, then actually go into the labs, pick a space jump, and then get the in-cache 2 for the spider to get out. That was kind of an interesting piece of logic.
Yeah. Kind of works out because you don't really need spider for anything else at that moment anyway.
Yeah, you didn't need it early on, and yep, that's GG's to MColyer, just stiffly ducks up, finishing the seed. Got time of 2:45.48, so that was a difference of about, give or take 8 minutes.
Yeah. Probably a bit increased by the Dark Samus fight there. It was a bit closer going into the fight, I'd say.
Got Bello in here, the mentor from MColyer. I'm guessing MColyer will follow right after.
Yeah, you'll follow soon after. Well, first of all, hello, GG's.
Oh, GG.
GG's.
That was close.
That was indeed pretty close.
It certainly was.
So I don't know if y'all want to wait for MColyer to get back here to start debriefing, or
Yeah, I think we just.
yeah, I think we can talk about your side first, Stachifer.
Oh, we were mentioning that already, basically.
Yeah.
But for the spider ball was certainly an interesting one, like for both runners to find.
Yeah, in-cache 2 was peculiar.
Yeah, it was like the both of you basically. Oh, the MColyer is coming up. I'll wait for him to pop back in. Hello, MColyer.
Hello.
GG's on the match. That was a pretty close one.
Oh yeah, we were there. Were there where he was. I was like, oh, on the
So
final
close.
boss. Yeah.
Yeah, you had already started the Emperor Ing fight by the time that was over.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. What do you think about the spider ball location?
Oh.
That's something.
Yeah.
It was like both of you basically left Aegon, and like I think on the commentary we were basically sure it had to be an in-cache 4. And then you left because, well, it was understandable to not try and go back there, because like spider wasn't really necessary at that point. Going to Torvus was a good play for both of you.
Yeah.
Plenty of hints, plenty of items. And then when you went back and in-cache 4 had nothing, we were so puzzled before realizing, wait, you could get the screw attack before entering the labs. So what you actually were meant to do is get that screw attack, enter the labs, pick up the space jump, and then actually go get in-cache 2 for the spider to leave.
Yeah.
That was quite interesting.
Yeah, that. Yeah, the logic chain of this seed was peculiar.
I was trying to put on the logic. Hey, what do I need to? What was the game expecting me to do? And what have I done? Oh. And it was probably Splinter Head has one item that required.
Well, that was screw attack.
Yeah. And there it was.
I do have a big question for MColyer.
Yeah, go ahead.
We were really puzzled why you actually went to Sank and cleared a large part of it instead of heading to that train chamber where the dark visor was, because you did have that hint about a visor there. And we just didn't really understand when you went to clear Sank, which wasn't logical even at that point.
Oh, give me a second. My mom literally just started calling me.
Okay, I'll answer that question. I don't recall if we had light suit by that point just yet, but we wanted to clear out the SCKs that were in Sank, given we just gotten Spider Ball. And after that, well, we were planning to do statue skip to, after getting the STKs in Sank, go directly to Torvus, get that Dark Visor on the way back, save
Yep.
warp, get the graph boost and light suit, and then do the last 4 STKs in lower Torvis.
Yeah, I thought that could be the play, but I was puzzled then why you took so much time getting all those checks on the side, which most likely were not going to be anything.
Okay, so one quick understanding question. By that point, you didn't have the hint for the light suit, I assume? 'Cause there
We
was
did.
one.
We did.
We did.
Okay.
It was the hint in MSB.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, but you wanted to clear Stank out first.
Yeah, I think clearing
Huh.
Sank lost you quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think it could have made a difference. That extra time spent in
Yeah.
Sank doing extra checks. Like if instead you had just rushed to a watch station access and immediately gone to do stage skip, that might have made a difference, frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it a bit. To put it a bit into perspective, you McColyer, you had the spider ball first, quite a bit earlier,
Oh.
and also one interesting bit of it was that you went down to Hydrodynamo Station first to get boost and then go back up, which allowed you to easier route between Aegon and Torvus in the mid game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had boost earlier. You had
quite a
spider
bit of
earlier.
difference.
Yeah. So that was a happy accident because we wanted to get that visor, but we forgot that we didn't have seekers.
Yeah, I was like, we don't have it. We don't have it. And then finding seekers was, oh, well, there they are.
I think
Yeah,
if at that point you had got back down and grabbed that visor,
Yeah.
it might have been GG for you.
Yeah.
Might have been, but I don't know. Yeah, no, that.
We
We
pushed
were
for
still a
STK.
lot of items away from go mode, and like we weren't sure if it was like Echo or I don't know. Oh yeah, I think I remember now. I think you wanted to, McColyer, you wanted to be comfortable with the dog suit in Aegon. You just wanted to be
Yeah.
done with suitless
Yeah.
Dark World.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fair play to go to Aegon,
Yeah.
pick up the STK in Crossroads, and get that suit that you knew was an Aegon.
Yeah, we knew it was in Aegon, but we didn't know exactly where.
I think it
It
ended
was
up
like-
being like the last check you. Like, I think your last
Well-
location did.
Pretty
Well-
much, yeah.
Pretty much.
Finally
But
found
yeah,
it. The
I
money
think-
section be at the end.
Yeah, I think we've been a bit too conservative on Sank, but I think also
Yeah.
what played a major part was a few execution mistakes.
Most, yeah.
Yeah, you did take a death. Like you were trying to do the bomb jump to
Oh,
the
yeah.
closest for a
That
while.
dead.
You couldn't get it. Don't worry, Stachifer also could not get that one. But well, Stachifer immediately went back the other way. Boy was not confident in passing the pole access room.
Yeah.
Chloe tank go space jump. You tried it. I think you panicked because you,
Oh,
you
yeah.
did destroy the
I
blade
panicked.
post. We dropped double gold drops. With
Yeah.
You panicked.
Yeah.
Back. That was too late, and you took a death. Thankfully, you had saved not long
Yeah,
ago.
I
but
was
you
like,
had Jim Guardian.
I'm going to save right now before anything. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Aegon with no E-Tank, no space jump, it is a scary place. So it definitely
Yeah.
was a good idea to take that save.
Yeah.
It would
Also,
have
what
cost you
about
a lot
my
of diamonds.
what about my 1 health STK hints?
Yeah, oh yeah, I do remember that. Like we were wondering, like, is he gonna get all these hints in time? And then there was just one hint left. You started fumbling.
Yeah,
and
I
by
was
the time you finished, it was just 1 HP.
I was like,
Yeah.
how many I have? How many? 8.
Okay, good. We can
Good.
die in peace.
Yeah.
It was the only HP that mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only need 1.
Okay, see how
mean-
it works.
I mean, even if the worst would have come to pass, it was the hint for the defiled shrine key that you would have missed. So in
Yeah.
theory, you could have probably deduced that one because he got
Yeah,
all the
Yeah,
keys.
Yeah.
we had
He
the
had
key bearer hint, and no red keys were hinted in Sky Temple game
Yeah.
rounds.
I don't know if you had the Dark Torvus ones, but you did anyway locate all 3 Torvus keys
Yeah.
anyways, so that did
Yeah.
Oh,
matter.
we knew.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
I had 2, and the last one was on.
Yeah, it
Torvus.
was in the abandoned walk site. I think
Yeah.
you already had the hint at that point that Chica was dead, so
Yeah,
kind of whatever. And you
Was
had
like,
the hint
oh.
about where the Ink Hive ones and Dark Aegon ones, so
yeah.
you could make a deduction about default shrine.
Oh yeah, we had all key for major guardians by that point.
Yeah, not a single boss in this one.
Oh no.
Right.
Not a single boss, but it still managed to be almost 3 hours long. That's the magic of echoes for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Echoes do be like that.
Also, before anything, I already tell Bello that for brackets, when I get to lower brackets, I know I'm probably going to get there. If I want to get out of the tournament, if I'm going to lose, I want to lose with style. So I want to do a hell of a seed. Door rando, random start, some weird shenanigans over there.
You want to create a seed that would make Bash blush.
Yeah.
Well, if you get someone who's down for that, would be interesting to see.
McColyer, if
to
I
the
match
test
with you
again.
again, I will RA with you everything in the book.
I still want to, even if I'm get out of tournament before I could do, I still want to do a seed, a fun seed exhibition, hell seed of that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, here's a better idea. Hidden item models and scan names.
Oh no.
I remember the last CGC tournament that was an RA for one of the races. That was a time.
That's an interesting eye, alright.
Oh, you better clear out your whole day for that.
So,
Yep.
I'm going to clear my entire day for that one, and I'm down for it. I'm 100% down for that one.
Well, if that happens, we'll definitely be watching that. In the meantime, do we have any other thoughts about the seed?
I have actually one more question, like a little small thing for Stachifer and catHuman. How convenient did you find that echo visor there?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Oh,
where
yeah,
was
where
Echo?
was that?
That was in transit station.
The train station, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you can get the echo visor and then you just immediately go up to watch station.
Yeah.
Like, we were actually thinking, like, Stachifer is gonna have to do, like, the whole loop around, do the mini gyro, do the main gyro. It's gonna cost a few minutes. And then we see Stachifer going up in train station, and we didn't see the item at first. We're like, what is he doing? And then boom, echo. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That was very convenient.
I wasn't confident in the location. I just know catHuman suggested it, so I went over, and then they said, "Oh yeah, no, go get the item." So I thought, "Oh wait, oh that's why." So I just went over and I got it. But yeah, no, it was catHuman's logic reading that led me over there.
It's convenient because after that you can actually open that echo gate in the main research, just go up directly to ATS and pop back through the port to watch station. So highly convenient. That does mean like that did allow you wasted like no time in sync. Just went there, got the echo, got the 2 keys, and went out. That's why you saved a lot of time over MColyer.
Yeah, I should have done that. I don't know why I had my head clear the clear.
I mean, who knows if it had been echo on training chamber, but with the fact that it wasn't logical to enter, especially when you saw that main power bomb.
Oh yeah.
It should have basically told you like,
Yeah.
Dark Visor cannot be here. So yeah. Right. Ryan, you have any other questions?
No, I think that was all. Yeah.
Right,
I think we're good.
Any last thoughts from runners or mentors?
I did just want to ask, to those helping put this together, what did you have more fun with? The run itself or putting it all together? Because I know that was pretty hectic. We didn't have mentors. Both mentors decided, I think, until half an hour before the race.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out though.
I mean, yeah, but it's usually better for everyone involved to just do that ahead of time if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's a bit late because that's the last week of the tournament, one of the last few races too.
Yeah, that was the
with
last
mentors.
race actually.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
That was the very last race of the Swiss tournament.
Already
Swiss
mentioned
phase.
that the bracket pairings are live, so we could actually talk about that for a second here.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
the
live.
brackets are live, yes. Like all the results have been entered.
I'm going to see what.
I think the Stachifer is matched against Sasquatch in the first round, and
I
the
think I've
MColyer is
already-
against Aero Riser.
Oh, Arrow.
Oh boy.
That's what. For some reason, I did want to play against Arrow. I got what I hoped for. Hi, Arrow.
Oh, and Arrow's in chat.
Yeah. Hi.
Yo.
Hey, wanna do some sort of health hit? Might as well try.
Yes, with that we'll be closing out. Thanks to
Door
thanks to our
Rando is
runners
what I
today.
desire. Okay.
Nice.
Door
Oh,
Rando.
Dorendo. Oh dear.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
dear.
Oh dear. But yeah, thanks to our runner MColyer and Stachifer on this. GG's on the match. GG's on the victory, Stachifer.
GG.
Thanks to our mentors for coming to help on such a short notice. So thanks to Kat and Bello. Thanks to Ralen for commenting alongside me. Thanks to Drake, always doing such a great job at tracking. And thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting us. This was the very last match, as we said, of the Swiss phase. And so starting next week, we're starting the brackets, where the main difference is
Yeah,
the
we're alone.
mentees will no longer be mentored live by the mentors. They'll be on their own. They just have to put in practice what they've been learning from the mentors. So
Yeah, and
stay
if
tuned
they-
for this.
And if
That
they
being
encounter
said, though, I do want to add that even though we will no longer be mentoring during the matches, we are still mentors available to provide help in learning and practicing outside of races. So if you still have questions, if you still want to practice some extra stuff outside of races, we're still open for discussion and we're still open for practice. So ask
That is
us
correct.
whenever we're available.
Yep, the mentor-mentee chat channel on the Metroid Prime Randomizer Discord is still up for anyone to use, and you could still ask mentors to come and do seeds on the side for practice. So yeah, definitely keep using the opportunity. But with that, I will be bidding you farewell and see you next mission.
Yep.
See you next
See
mission.
y'all
See
next
you next
mission.
mission.
I mean, Kirar, I'm down to do that if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, see y'all next mission.
Definitely.
Yeah.
See you next
Gerard,
week.